What's happening, man? We back, another episode, fresher. We got some shit to talk about today. It's always gonna be interesting. We got some good guests. Uh, you know what we about to do, man. Tux, what we got going?
Man, let me take a look here. You know, I gotta get through here and talk to the people.
People.
What's happening? What's happening, world? What's
good,
happening,
man?
world? Man, it's good to be back. It's good to have, you know what I'm saying? It's always just good to be on here, man, with my peoples, man. You feel me? Like, people don't understand, like, really how therapeutic podcasting is. That's why it really is a worldwide phenomenon. It ain't even about what you talk, it's just the fact you're just talking.
Right.
The fact I get to talk, you know what I mean, with a good group of guys and a good panel of brothers, you know what I mean, I think it's always dope. And we got a special guest in the building, man. I mean,
Yes, we do.
matter of fact, but first, let's go down the line this way, and we'll start here just to show y'all. Yeah, as you know, man, listen. Yeah, you know my new moniker. I know you've seen it. Huh? You know, let me say this.
The
Man.
wolf.
World, listen here, world, okay?
The wolf.
Everybody been all on this uncle this and uncle that. Y'all know how long I've been Uncle Tux? Huh? Y'all been trying
For
to
a
be
while.
me? Huh?
For
Who
a
y'all
while.
think y'all is, huh? Flash? Huh? You trying to be me? Huh?
Don't nobody want to be you, Otis.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? All that uncle shit, now that shit's trendy. Everybody's an uncle this, uncle that. Now everything is cool. You know what I mean? Listen, man, my name is Wolf Gray. Y'all give it up for Wolf Gray.
We need the clapping sound. You ain't got the
going
clapping
into
sound
my-
over there?
I actually do somewhere,
Somewhere.
but I can't find it. Next to me, go ahead, my G. And we'll go down the
You know, it's Dave the businessman, aka Mr. KD. Don't play that. We in the building today. What's happening?
You know who it is, the one and only B.O.B., the real B.O.B. We here on FRESHIER, man.
You already, he done messed up my intro. I got to, you know what I'm saying? Got to lean in. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's always Wolf Gray niggas. You know what I'm saying? Wolf Gray. But nah, it's Big Dog Cook, man. Cowboy Cook. You know what it is. Fresh air.
God.
Ah.
To the wow, this is monumental, man.
This is
Monumental.
Doc is like a
Very.
vampire, bro. He doesn't come outside, right? He's the abominable snowman type of. You know what I mean?
I got
Feel
a
like-
text like that. I think KD got it one time.
Yeah.
Pisses me off every time.
Yeah.
Pisses me off every time.
He definitely has the mystique of like you heard about him but you don't see him, right? You know what I mean? No, real
Hell
talk.
yeah, that's real talk.
Real
Hell
talk.
yeah.
Which is
Facts.
really, really legendary. You know, those what they call those are urban legends, right? We call those urban legends. And that you definitely are. Man, give it up, man, for Doc, man. An urban legend out here actually in this region. Worldwide, man. You done
He's a real trendsetter.
Yeah, you worldwide, bro.
I mean, you know me for a long time, Tuck.
Indeed.
Right?
Indeed.
So you saw it. You know what I mean? You saw it. Everybody who knows me saw it. You know, saw it. So that was monetized.
Saw, well, not saw what, but what I will say before we're not going to get into the storyline of that. You know what I'm saying? But we will eventually, though. Real talk, because there is a story there to be told. You know, we you know, there's
The documentary.
there hasn't been you know, when we talk about stories, there's always the folklores and the stories of like hood heroes, and you know, let's go from the Frank Lucas times to the Raymond Felton times to the Chambers Brothers times, right? They made
BMF, all
movies
that
and shit
stuff.
about
Yeah.
that.
Big me.
That's really what we're sitting with here in its own way. I'm serious.
That's
And my Lion team.
He
And,
tells no lies.
okay, we're
Hell
talking
nah, I ain't telling no
real
lie.
deal legend. So
Hell
we really,
nah,
really
he
appreciate you
he
joining
ain't
the
telling
chair
no
today,
lie.
man. Because it's really we could just you know relax, be good, man. This is a bunch of
Cook
brothers
only
here,
knew.
man.
Cook don't know.
He don't know,
Cook
but he-
only knew.
I'm the young.
Cook don't know, but he gonna find out today. He gonna get a little good lesson.
I mean,
If Cook only knew.
We'll dabble today.
It's a possibility that Cook dealt with you through
I grew
another
up-
person.
I grew up around the Jay
Not-
Prince
not-
era of
Yeah.
stuff where I'm from. So yeah, for sure.
This is a different type of this is a different story. It's a different story.
Just give him the quick version. Give
I
Cook
don't
the
even
quick
want to do
version.
that, but what I will do, you know, I'm gonna get into a little something.
I'm starting already.
Huh?
He's starting.
I
So you got preparation.
listen, man. Listen, I
You've been on
always,
that
I'm
Chat GBT
I'm
again,
always
haven't you?
prepped, huh?
You've been on that Chat
You don't have a
GBT
preference
again, huh?
for
Tell
this
you what to
one,
say.
I'm always prepped.
Nigga don't never prep.
Everybody.
But you know what? I'll say this. Let's get right to it. actually have a guest. I actually literally had questions, but as you see, pretty much every episode, I always change it based upon the vibe in the room. So, with that being said, how do y'all feel about the? Hold on, let's wait for Bob. How do y'all feel about the Cyrus and Carmelo situation? You guys familiar with either one of these situations?
The Carmelo Anthony dude.
Carmelo Anthony and the Cyrus Jones is his name. Am I saying? Nephew, if you could look up what that last name is, so I don't do
Injustice.
Because he lost his life too. Cyrus, if I am correct, and somebody please correct me if I'm wrong based upon the facts of the story. Cyrus was the 12-year-old, I believe, but let's just say young kid who was in a gas station store, convenience store. Asian owner was in the store, suspected him of stealing a water. He left the store. The owner chased the kid down and actually killed him, gunned him down, and was not guilty.
Found not guilty.
Found
Yeah.
not guilty.
Found not guilty.
Carmelo Anthony, a kid who on camera was, it seemed at least from me seeing that he was trying to, even though he was outnumbered basically by a group, backed away like I'm outnumbered. Okay, I don't want, trying to get away. They got back on him. He didn't want to fight. They still tried to jump him. He stabbed the kid. The kid died. He gets charged for murder for 36 years.
First, he got charged as an adult to get the 35 years. He got charged as an adult. They didn't even charge him like as a juvenile. They charged him as an adult because he could have really got charged as a juvenile instead of getting charged as an adult. So with them charging him as an adult, made it where he can get more time.
And most
You
down,
know what I'm saying?
most down south areas though, they make you they have you as adult at 17 for those kind of
But
crimes.
Carmelo, he wasn't 17 yet, was he?
I'm not sure to
I
be
believe he is
1,000.
now though.
I think he is now. I don't think at the
He
time.
was 17.
Yeah,
At the time he was 17. I don't
Sure
think.
about that.
I don't think he was at the time.
My question,
But this is the thing, though. This is the biggest thing in that case.
Go ahead.
Is and so from what I research I done heard and from what people said in Texas, they're big on the stand your ground law. Like
that's why it's foul.
Yeah, all you have to do is just act like you hurting somebody, and that's considered self defense.
Yeah, but
And he had 4 other motherfuckers around him.
But you have to match. You have to match the energy. So like, say, it's not.
What do you mean by match the energy?
That's
What do you mean?
that's what I got from it. I've been paying pretty close to it, and it's like you have to match. Like, say, a push shouldn't get a stabbing.
To my
A touch. You touch.
I don't-
Stab you.
growing up,
It has
with
to be
that-
the same.
Hold on, we got a Texie in here. How you say it? What would he be?
This is
Texan.
this is what they've been saying.
No, for sure. Like, they may have condensed it to benefit themselves, but my knowledge, like growing up under it, it wasn't that. It really was just posing a threat.
Yeah, there you go.
Initially,
Posing
now
a threat.
now they've cleaned it up over the last 5 years, in which they have technicalities like what you're speaking of. But
Yeah.
I'll say this: it has not been society in Dallas or anywhere in Texas has not been fully informed of where it's at currently.
Yeah.
I'm not say that it doesn't make it the law, but
there's some new stuff that didn't
to my knowledge, I ain't gonna lie
There's
to you.
definitely
If
some
you
new. There's definitely some new.
because
some new stuff.
we can carry. You don't gotta have no
In the pocket.
paperwork for anything in Texas or whatever. So to my knowledge, growing up, if anybody ever posed a threat to me, I could lay them down.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think that's changed.
He legally
changed.
could have the pocket knife that he had, by the way, too. It wasn't an illegal little knife he had. It wasn't like he had some big ass
No.
butcher knife or something. He had just like a little regular pocket knife that he legally could carry.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think the Cyrus thing was in Texas as well.
No, it was
No?
in North Carolina, South Carolina.
Oh, okay.
Still look Southern State. So real quick, a couple questions too as well, based upon that. Like, how do y'all feel about with the climate of that? Like, is it, this used to be something that we would, kind of throw up in arms, throw our hands up, what I mean, really rally against, everybody's screaming at the lungs about this and that and the injustice and racism and burning down shit. Now there was some aftermath, you know what I mean, of some businesses and so on and so called boycotts that really, to my belief, boycotts are not as real as, you know what I mean, as I think it's just more or less just something to say. Just how do y'all feel about the climate of like that's still going on, or is that like
Boycotting shit.
well, no, just
the
the
climate.
racism period,
Oh.
right? Because obviously, well, and let me ask our guest too. Do you feel in these both situations are these two both situations of injustice?
I don't know much about the 14-year-old. I know a little
The
bit
Cyrus
about the
one,
story,
yeah.
Cyrus, the waters and stuff like that. I'm not familiar with the story that much. The Carmelo Anthony, I'm pretty familiar with. You know what I mean? I don't get it. You know, I don't understand why black people don't understand what he just did. I mean, I think that's the problem in the community is that we accept murder for this small clause or this small. We want to murder everything. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of it. I know everybody else is tired of it. You know what I mean? So, I mean, youngin, I don't think he was a bad youngin. I think he was just his mind was framed because that's what he's always taught. And one layer when he was a kid, he's like, you know, he's talking, oh, look at the back, the white man bad. Look at the movies, Roots and shit, Roots and whatever. Listen to, you know, start to indoctrinate you with saying that racism is going to destroy you. The white man is bad, white man is this. And then you see something, you know, like a George Floyd or, you know what I mean, which I don't think that the police killed that dude. I personally don't. I think he got a delirium. But there's tons of them. You know what I'm saying? A Michael Brown joint. I mean,
So you saying that either way, Carmelo Anthony was wrong.
Well,
Yeah.
let me connect, if I may. I believe what you're saying though too is, so even on the side of George Floyd, Mike Brown, the Carmelo Anthony situation, that their reactions or their actions in those situations were based upon being a product of their environment, is what you're saying.
100%. I think that, yeah, absolutely. I think that we do so much of indoctrinating our kids with the white people is bad. You know what I'm saying? That, you know, we start to make up reasons. You know what I'm saying? We start to make up situations. The last time I looked, the last real, you know, racism things, all that bullshit, it was fake. It was made up. You know what I mean? They found out these things. You know, the SPLC. You think about the SPLC. I mean, I don't have to say too much more after that if you know anything about it. But I think the SPLC, as a matter of fact, that situation with the SPLC and what happened, if you're familiar with it.
If our audience is,
They're not. The Southern Poverty Law Center, you know, they got indicted by the feds for actually funding the very thing that they were trying to go against. So they were there to keep rights, the race, you know, the race, fight racism, fight civil rights, and fight all these things. This is a big, you know, I think it's a nonprofit or whatever, but they get tons and tons of donations. They're behind a lot of shit.
I'm sorry.
A lot of these lawyers and stuff that come out to a lot of these things. But they got caught giving hundreds of thousands, millions in some cases, to white supremacists, to these groups, to Charlottesville. They pay for them cats to be there. You know what I'm saying? Just they have to create their own racism. And you start to look back and you'll start to realize, you know what I mean, that most of these racist incidents that you be seeing, a lot of them are just fake. You know what I mean? These motherfuckers will write something on the wall or they'll make something up. Trump supporter did it, or you know what I mean? It's a climate. It's the climate of that.
There's a lot of gaslighting for sure. But my question, because I've seen your expressions, Cook,
Yeah,
he was answering about specifically actually the George Floyd, Mike Brown, Cyrus situation of him being like a product of his environment and so on and so forth. Do you agree or do you disagree with their being the agitator of their own demise, so to speak, right?
There was two things he kind of answered with, along with his answer. The first one being, I do believe our community doesn't make excuses. I think we should veer away from that because I think we don't get anywhere by doing that. But do I agree with, not that I agree at all, but do I agree with that these instances or the circumstances of a lot of these instances are fairly judged from our counterparts? Hell no. A lot of these situations are, while they could have been prevented by us, they also could have been prevented by our counterparts. We both found ourselves in a situation. If we can place the same amount of judgment towards a Carmelo Anthony for his his infraction of and potentially ruining his life, the cop that was a part of the situation where George Floyd was unalived. We can hold some accountability. We're not gonna make it. I mean, me personally, I'm not gonna make an excuse for neither one of them. I'm not gonna make an excuse for Carmelo Anthony, just like I'm not gonna make an excuse for that white cop. For some reason, one person is about to serve 35 potentially, and another person is out. So to not acknowledge the obvious of the unfairness in the system, and this is why I think I do agree with you, is that we have to be honest with ourselves and see that the system is unfair and stop making excuses for it. If you already know the rules, you already know the game, you already can see what's in front of you. You might not want to walk any of those lines or walk a different line to veer away from it. Now, is that a terrible way of living? 100%. Should we have to do that? We shouldn't have to do that at all. But it exists, and we got to approach it as such, in my opinion.
But still, knowing the rules, like you said, you know what I'm saying? We know the rules. Shit, self-defense is a rule. He still was getting jumped by these fellas.
Agree.
You know what I'm saying?
You also, real quick. You also,
show me what fact proves that there was self-defense.
They said they had it. They said it was on camera and stuff in the from like the that's what they said in the trial though.
What they said in the trial proved everything that everybody is saying. I don't know why people are saying all this. He got jumped, or it was more than one, or I don't know why people say that, but that's not true. You know what I mean? And it's like,
well, that's what I'm saying. I didn't personally see the trial, but they saying that 4 dudes went in that trailer. I mean that tent.
A little youngin that I feel like, and you know what, man, y'all know what I'm about to say. But a little youngin is faced with a white boy. Like, you can't lose to a white boy. It was the pressure's on. If you got to fight with a white boy, you better win. And you know how it is in our culture. I mean, he has all kind of things built into his mind from our culture about white people. I promise you. Look at what the parents did. Parents got on there, and if they would have just went the opposite way with this in the beginning, you know what I'm saying, and not been like that, took a little bit of accountability. Your son killed somebody. You know what I'm saying? He killed him. He's a kid. They both kids, but it takes some accountability. But I think that the parents' response during the press conference in the beginning of the press conference when that happened, and thereafter, their response after he was sick, I think that sums it up. That tells you right there what I'm saying is true. He's getting indoctrinated.
It also says how much racial stuff is still involved in this.
Still exists.
This circumstance because the reason we can agree to disagree, but what I would say is I know as a Southern kid growing up, no matter how I may feel about my white counterparts, I know I can't get away with killing a white man. You know what I'm saying? No matter if it's defense or not. So I think that being aware of that is the why we're.
That's definitely fact.
You know what I'm saying? We're if this was matter of fact, if this was a white dude in the same scenario, four black men approaching him or whatever, it would 100% be self-defense. And that's the obvious. I'm not saying that either one should die. Neither one should. Death should. You know what I'm saying? We're all biblical creatures. So
I think it's in that scenario you just said. You prefaced it by saying, in the South, I'm from the South. And
that's where it happened.
Because we're known that the South is known to be racist. But, you know, I think that's being told to us. I mean, whatever. Yes, maybe it is. You know what I mean? Maybe I'm a bit racist nowadays.
Nah, you be critical.
But the problem is that there's no account for what you're talking about. There's no situations like that. That doesn't happen.
There's experience.
No, it doesn't. Show me one. Like, tell me one recently that's happening in this climate that a white man is going to do that to a black dude and he gets away with it and shit like that. It doesn't happen. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you want to talk about,
oh yeah, they definitely have in the same county, in the same city, right? Maybe a year before this happened, the white boys killed a black boy, and he ended up getting 6 years, not 35. Same type of situation.
I don't know that situation.
Yeah.
Speak to it.
No, I agree. Same thing. I do agree.
What Cook is saying is that 35 years to 6 years, we know that we're not getting away with killing no white people.
Yeah,
but white people,
and that's where I think Carmelo Anthony made a mistake. I think that although he was, in my opinion, maybe he was trying to protect himself or get out of a situation with a terrible decision. In my opinion, I do think that in that moment he forgot you can't kill a white man.
Yeah, but what Doc is saying is that we teach our kids because we were taught this. Correct?
Sure.
That's what you're saying?
Thank you.
That
Absolutely.
and it's like generations of fear mongering. Is that what
They
you
just
say?
repeat stories. It's just repeated stories. And
No,
made
but
up
no. And what Cook is saying is, I grew up here too, and some of these stories are really true.
And I
Correct?
also disagree because my experience is different. I don't,
Right.
and like I said, I grew up. My family's from Alabama and Texas, so I grew up 8 years in Alabama and the rest of my life in Texas until I got here. So my experience was not that we were taught to hate them. We honestly was taught in the South to fear them and the consequences of the circumstance that you could go through with them. Hate wise was the like that's more when you get to political. It's time to vote and we want something and they don't give it to us. That's the only time you'll hear like that type of spewing of something. But typically, if you're from the South, you got taught to how to walk a straight line to avoid them, not to dislike them. Because I ain't gonna lie, in the South, hating them don't get you nowhere. And like I said, my grandmother from her mother, like I can't say we've ever been taught to hate. Most people who get.
I don't get that from nobody from the South. I don't think the South, like just from going down there and just visiting and shit. I don't get hate at all.
Honestly, that time we want to be left alone
at all.
Yeah, most definitely. I agree with that too.
But I will say this: there's in talking to people from the West and talking to people from the East, there is a disconnect. I don't think we get together enough to understand like our point of views from how we came up or whatnot.
Right.
So like how I've seen how somebody from the West interacts with the cops in comparison to how I interact with the cops is totally different. It's almost scary sometimes. My best friend Squizz, whatever, we almost got into it when we first met in college, and I'm like, hey, bro, like you don't pipe down, chill the fuck. He was way comfortable addressing a police officer than I ever was, and it almost when I got older, I was like, damn, do I have a slave mentality? Am I fearful to that level of degree because of where I'm from in comparison to somebody who may know a little bit more about interacting with? We don't even get a chance to.
Well, you know,
but where does that fear come from? Have you had a situation with the police where they shot at you or beat on you or something like that?
Yeah, I've lost friends.
I'm saying, have you personally had a situation? Because I've lost a lot too.
No, well, I was there. I just happened to not be the person that got hit. So that's what I'm saying. I've been in those.
So he's saying he was there. Yeah,
I've lost
with the police shooting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, in multiple occasions. As far as and everybody's been through getting pulled over, thrown on the ground. That stuff. That's we're not big that up. But as far as multitude of situations, whether it been even in legal situations, like let's say hypothetically, currently I own a few businesses, and my white counterparts go through city mandates a lot less than what I go through currently, and that's statistically proven. But I'm not gonna get further into that. But I'm saying this is stuff that I can use data to, and I'm not even one of those wounded.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? 'Cause I'm gonna go make money regardless.
You could be right in your I don't know about but you know the regulations and things like that and how things are set aside from that. I'm based on I literally base my understanding on my experiences.
Sure.
You understand? And I'm a likable guy, so I get along with everybody. You know what I mean? So I get an opportunity to talk to people and hear who they are. You know, and sometimes they open up, or sometimes they even give me the ability to. Sure. You know what I mean? So I'm blessed with that, and I appreciate it. And I haven't experienced, you know, I don't see that realm. I don't see through that realm. And now, you know, and then when I look at our whys, you know, why, you know, the world sees us that way in a sense. It sees us in a certain way. And why, you know, it's stacked against us because of the way they see us, because of our stereotypes. I think that has to be addressed. I think that's the barometer of where we are. And we can ask this from black people, because you don't have to ask a white person to tell you this. You could find a black person to tell you this, especially nowadays. I mean, I used to talk about this with Tux, and I was the only guy he can get to say these type of things. But nowadays you can find tons of them. And I think that's great. You know what I mean? But opposite view of things, I think, is what we need. We need to break free from acting like victims and just seeing everything through a lens of unfairness, and just actually look at the situation. If you put yourself in a situation, you play stupid games, and you're gonna win stupid prizes. And there's a reason why I haven't been through that, or my children or my sons haven't been through that. You know what I mean? And you know, it's I raised them right.
So I come from a 2-parent household. Father did everything he was supposed to. Amazing man. Mother, amazing woman. Did everything they could to raise me in suburbs. And I will tell you, I walked a different path of life, whatever. And I promise you, as a young black when I was a young adult, there was no way that I could refrain from walking into certain situations, whether it been with law enforcement, whether it been with my own peers or whatnot. And this is me being, I was a cornball at a certain. I was just a kid who was an honor roll student at a certain point. You know what I'm saying? And I still went through life experiences because I was black, and my people that I was eventually going to cross paths with were black. My friends that I developed, which I had white friends and I had black friends, whatever, still walked a lot of the same stories that people who grew up in less fortunate situations or whatever. I got to college, first party on college campus. There was a regular Negro shoot. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Some shit we see still to this day if you happen to go out and part. So I'm saying that it is circumstance, like you said, and like sometimes, not all the time. And like I said, I was dope to see that you're so fortunate, but not everyone is so fortunate to avoid what, like, oh, buddy went through it at a fucking track meet in high school. You know what I'm saying? And
but he brought it
a track meet with white kids. So it's not like we just walking into our own communities going through these same situations or whatever. That's only where it happens. As a black man, it can happen anywhere, here, there, and beyond. You know what I'm saying?
I don't see it. I don't see that. And I just don't see that, you guys. You know what I mean? And I respect your, what you went through. But I think those are anomalies. I think that those are nuances, and could even be perceived as subjective sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And it's simply because of that, the underlying frame that they're out to get you. And I think it's very dangerous. And I think that we should do this, at least do this. Keep our views. But let's tell our children something different. Let's just tell them something different.
Now, truth, I have been just listening. You know what I'm saying? And I do not want to confuse our viewers, Doc. I get it.
I know they're gonna hate me, man.
No. But I don't want to confuse our viewers because there is data. There is data, and the data does show the disparities in the situations, and there is all the way data from psychological data, all the way down to just even specific incidents of whether it's intimidation, whatever that is. There's a different type of treatment, and so I don't want to mislead like we're going to discount that. I get we do have opinions and how we want to stand on the side, but we can't act like we don't have substantial data.
I'm not familiar
for years.
The data I understand and I know underlines exactly what I'm saying by sheer numbers. I mean, 100%. If you look at the murder stats, you know what I mean, and how we're responsible for most of them. When I say most, I say over 50%.
What do you think about the percentage of actual black folks compared to the percentage of white folks? So the percentage might be higher if you have only 30% compared.
That's even worse.
No, that's not.
That's based on poverty.
No, listen what you're saying.
You're saying there's 70%, right? 70%,
yes,
right,
sir,
on this side. And their margins are damn near as close as to the other margins, which they are.
This is okay,
right?
Okay,
right. But this percentage of the population is 30%. Then that's only a concentration of population. That means that they are still performing way more at per capita.
Let me tell you,
than the next.
Unfortunately, your math is wrong. I hate to do this to you, bro, but the fact that what you just said proves my point. See, the fact that we're responsible for over 50% of the murders, right, and we're only 13%. It's the same as you take a marble and put white marbles in their black marbles.
No, that's not the numbers.
It is.
No, it's not.
How does 13% of the population
not.
be responsible for 50% or 51%?
We're not.
How? How does that happen?
I don't know the numbers.
Those are the numbers. It's fact.
What are we saying? Homicides, murders.
I want to get the right. Yes, I want to make sure I hear them correct.
So we're saying murders per race.
Yeah, what is the percentage?
I can't believe y'all don't know these numbers for real.
No, I think what we may be hearing your delivery to.
No, I listen. Everything I say can be backed up.
Even though I know what he's saying. He's saying us black people is 13% of America.
Yes, sir.
But we're responsible for 51%.
Yes, sir.
Of murders.
100%. 100%. How is that hard to believe? Can y'all? That's what
it's not hard.
How is that hard to believe?
I want to be fair to the conversation.
Do you want to
over the last
over how many years? Over the last 10?
We've already.
This is every time. This is all the time. Right? This is from the censuses. So every 10 years.
So over the last how many years? Just to be fair to the table.
Let's just look at things right now, and we can say it's the most recent. How about that?
We'll say the most recent.
It's the most recent.
What the last year?
That's
Or-
what,
yeah.
what do you mean for the last year?
I don't know if it's based on
But I'm saying, like,
census
so
or FBI data.
should I
So it's
say just to the-
FBI data, so it could be yearly.
Well, we
could
can
be
say
yearly.
we can say to this date, right? Let's say to this date. Okay.
Sure.
Bob, if you don't mind, could you
Sure.
address to the comments real quick while I look this up?
Kirk Bledsoe said, "Yeah, this per capita nonsense been
Debunked.
Debunked.
Yeah.
Debunked
100%.
over and over, and it's a white supremacist.
Oh my God. Yeah. Yeah.
White people that's saying this.
No, I mean you can't do that to numbers. And see, this is the thing. This is why everybody say, "Well, you trust the white man numbers." I say this. I say, does the numbers correlate with my reality? All right. Does the numbers correlate with your reality? If you're gonna take a poll, yeah, you know what I mean. The poll is gonna correlate to the truth generally, but my reality doesn't substantiate that shit. It doesn't say that number is not true. And as a matter of fact, we have tons more. I got tons more of those numbers if you like to hear them. But I don't want to be saying it in a mode of bashing. I'm going to say it in the fact that we need to look in the mirror and stop playing. Stop blaming everybody. You know what I mean? It's just not. And that's what I feel. I feel like we blame everybody. White supremacy and shit. Ain't not one of us had know what a white supremacist look like. You could write one. You could draw one for me if you want. We don't have white supremacist problems. We have problems with niggas murdering us. You know what I'm worried about this weekend? Being murdered. Yeah. Because why? Because our children, dog, this is real shit. A young men between the ages of now, probably 16 and 30 something, more than likely will die. Black men, only black men, will more than likely die of murder. Not a car accident. White boys is car accident. You know what I'm saying? But we would more than likely die of murder. Now, ask yourself, does that sound like reality?
First of all,
Murder. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Kirk Bledsoe says that's big cap. Go ahead, continue.
I'm sure.
But go ahead.
His
go ahead,
reality,
go ahead, Bob.
he lives in Highlands Ranch or something. I don't know. But he's not seeing what I'm seeing. And I think that's the problem. We got to stop doing that.
Yeah, for sure, 100%. He brought that up. I addressed it. But murder-wise, we're still outnumbered by white individuals.
Yes.
100%. 100%.
I'm sorry. What's that?
We're still outnumbered by white individuals in murder in the U.S.
That's not true. Absolutely not.
Look it up by
Thank you.
11%.
It is what?
White people murder more white people.
What is that this year?
Is that what
Give him
you
a
said?
second. We'll catch up. Give him a second. The year ain't up yet. You get my point? Hold on, man. Y'all playing like what them numbers don't mean nothing, man. 13% of the population, bruh. Come on. And now think about all the friends we done lost, young. When we gonna stop playing? Come on, B.
How many percentage are we?
I do want to go a little bit. Pause. I want to peel some layers back
We leading abortions.
on this.
Everything.
Okay, so that too. Okay, let's go.
What'd you say?
All of it.
But let's go there. Let's go there.
STDs.
I'm curious to really pull some
Mhm.
layers back to roots of where this thinking is. So it as you stemmed it back to the product of the environment, the upbringing, and so on and so forth.
No, it's
right?
not from it's from the parents, B. Or
Well,
lack
hold
thereof.
on. That's where I'm going.
100%.
That's literally where I'm going.
Okay.
The product of their environment, right? Their natural environment, wherever their upbringing in, is and would be in their home, right?
Their parents' values
in their
not
home,
their environment.
Hold
The
on.
environment doesn't do
You
nothing.
got to hear me. You got to hear me. I said the child's environment is their home,
Well, define environment.
where
Because
they grew up and what they're raised upon. Their examples of life. So I want to.
Yeah, okay, I'll agree with that.
You see
Yes.
what I'm saying? And if that is the case, if that's what we're saying, then what is missing in that home, or what do you think is the reasons in that home that this happens, that a kid turns out to be what you're saying those results of?
I think it's of course from fathers. I mean, of course, lack of fathers, but the fathers aren't having the kids, aren't choosing to do that. This is a perpetuated behavior with the women who don't value marriage, don't value these things, and so you don't want to. If you don't want a kid, fuck you. Don't matter what you want. They're gonna have a kid whether they want to or not. Now this is how it is.
Hold on. I just wanted.
So you
hold on. Wait. I got you. You're I know what you're saying because we've had this discussion. So I just want to slow down what you're saying and kind of
Okay, please feel free.
So you're saying basically that it's the women in the home based upon their lack of values of marriage, some wholesome types of things that you're describing is the reasoning or the root problem.
I could prove it.
Why I'm saying
Yes,
I'm catching
100%,
everybody up
yes.
based upon where we're at. Y'all hearing what you say? Okay,
I could prove it.
No, continue. I'm not saying you're wrong.
No, I'm just saying. I want to just state this for the Highlands Ranch guy. But no, listen. No.
Mombello.
It's my point. It was a point. Holy shit. Holy shit. That sounds like boogeyman shit to me. But tell me, how can he prove that to you? Get my point? He can't. So it's great shit to say on the internet. You get my point? It's great shit to say on the internet, but it's dangerous and you're fucking shit up. You know what I'm saying? And that's the problem, B. Stop, man. You know, it's not helping shit. You know what I mean? But I was gonna make a point right prior to this. You know what I mean? I was gonna slide to that, but the every statistic, bro. You know what I'm saying?
We're talking about the home and the mom.
The home and the mom. Yeah.
I'm just saying if that helps bring you back to
sure. Okay. Yeah, we could do that. But women, we all know that, you know, that the fatherless home rate is about 75-80% are married now, just single mothers, right? So by sheer understanding of common sense, who's raising the children? Now we can talk about the father not being there all day long, but who's raising the children? You get my point? And what's missing is moral. It's been missing since 1989, since I remember. Moral, bro. Ain't no moral being installed in none of these kids. And I think that's the issue. No values, and the value systems is gone in our community, bro.
While I can agree that there has been a hit in our community with fathers not being present because of women's decisions of how they want to control their households or whatnot. I will say that I don't believe that these women, and believe me, I'm not even the person that's going to go to bat for women all the damn time. I like arguments and whatnot, but I'm not going to say they're not trying to instill positive attributes into our sons or daughters. I believe they are attempting to. But I do think it is societal, and I think you stopped it where your root was. I think our actual root for the black community is financially. If and you're going to be like I'm some Martin Luther King.
No, you're good. You have good intentions, bro.
Let me finish thought real quick. But I think that if you literally go back 400 years and with where others may have already had a head start and we're 400 years behind financially, it is very hard for our communities to be at the same consistency as our counterparts, to be at the same, our schools to be at the same rate, our financial, the amount of millionaires we have in our communities.
That's cap.
That's cap. We may be less than 1%.
That's actual cap, bro.
United States millionaires.
That's actual cap, bro. Now, with all due respect, you're
what I'm saying is if you have $1 million and I got a 9-to-5 and I'm making minimum wage, it's way easier for you to provide an environment that may not be detrimental to your children. Me, who I may be having to.
So you're saying the lack of equitable opportunity, and having what they almost have like in the memes we're talking about.
100%.
I get that.
Starts behind.
Yeah, but it
has more hurdles and sits and holdbacks and starting a little further behind.
Definitely not.
So if that's the case, then why not add to it by adding hate to the probably the largest race of people, which is the largest race of people, and to why start that journey by hating your opportunity makers? You know what I'm saying? Your opportunity providers. Because ain't nobody hurting you, and that's the thing, is that no one's really trying to hurt you. I don't see those.
Can I preface,
those
if I just preface, just so we're able to have like say like a question based upon or a generalization of what the conversation is about?
Absolutely.
Are you basically saying that there is no unfair in race? There is no racial setbacks, that pretty much we are at an even playing field, and it's
I don't think he's saying that.
Fault.
Listen,
it's our own fault that we're pushing ourselves.
I know he can't be saying that.
Wait, let me finish.
Damn right, I'm about to say it. Go ahead.
And it's our own fault that we pushed ourselves back further.
I'm gonna say that.
Forward. Is that what you're saying? I just want to make sure.
Well, let me say what I'm saying.
Okay,
but it's gonna answer your question. But I don't think that racism is a problem for us. Fuck no.
So there is racism.
I think you have just as much a problem getting that job being straight not gay or being gay. You can get the job. You being too short, being too this, being too that, having your legs shorter than the other one. Handicapped people complain less than black people, dog. Real shit. That's somebody else's shit. I heard somebody say, but it's a very wise thing to say. But my point is that there's no systems or there's no people that are stopping anyone from stopping a mother from raising their children, bro, the right way. Stopping a mother from choosing a father with their children, to understand that that's going to be the path to break the cycle. The ones that's here right now, tainted soil. That's how I feel, B. I told you know how I feel. It's tainted soil. The new ones, the ones that we have an opportunity to not instill this bullshit into, there's our chance. But if we ain't gonna do that, and nobody's gonna take any responsibility for our behavior, for our culture, for what we decide to turn into, Jesus Christ, B. You know what I mean? It's gonna end badly, real badly.
And again, just to preface again, just so we're all on the same page, our guest is basically saying that there are no hurdles in a sense, and there are no racial disparities in a sense. There is nothing that holds you back, no more than anybody else who has maybe a disability or just a white dude. And I see a puzzled look on some of our host face. How do y'all feel literally on that? Like,
I don't. That's. I've been rocking with Doc from a lot of the shit that he's been saying today, but I don't know. I do think that us as African Americans is at a disadvantage, regardless of how we look at it. I do believe that we're at a disadvantage for sure.
Let's get some other perspective.
Please do.
I've never felt like it was an even playing field, just from lots of. Nah, that's definitely my experience.
But you don't have.
Hold on. Let him brace his opinion.
From my own experiences, I don't feel like it's been a level playing field. But when I am saying that, I can understand where you're coming from and where you're saying certain things and certain behaviors are indoctrinated.
Can cause your disadvantages.
Beliefs.
And it's not
your
just
beliefs,
it's not even just from mothers.
Your beliefs.
It comes from generational. It's like passed down.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, certain. Okay, yeah, in that aspect, yeah, for sure. I think
I get that aspect.
you can create your own disadvantages.
And it changes every 100 years or so. It'll just flip flop on you, get introduced a new thing. But that's what it does. It just passes down and we believe the shit. Why? Because it's cultural for us to believe it. See, the problem is if you don't believe what every black person believes, then you're the problem. So it really scares people from stepping forward and saying these things. You know what I mean? And that's the problem. See, if you ever want to kill somebody and kill a culture young, the worst thing they could ever do is all think the same. Because now all you got to do is one fucking trick. You know what I mean? And blow them all away. Whatever you're going to do, they all think the same. So they're very easy to manipulate.
And I've just been listening to as well, but and I hate to also talk about this, but this was actually one of our topics that we talked about prior in an earlier episode of FRESHIER. Actually, we was about to, and we didn't get a chance to. I believe it was actually with Cook's topic, and it was a colorism that we have amongst our own.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean, race and so on and so forth. And I bring that up because I truly believe, as myself, had a different upbringing and experience as being a darker child, a darker kid, and actually directly experiencing those disparities, experiencing that racism, experiencing those hurdles, and seeing them directly placed in front of me unapologetically based upon that it can be. No matter my upbringing, no matter my raising, no matter any of that. And just to give some even insight and some understanding of the landscape, I come from Boston, Massachusetts, which is one of the most racist places unapologetically on earth, right? So
no disrespect to anybody out there.
But no, that's my home. I'm just saying, but that's literally the connection, the lore to it. It's not no play.
Well, it has a history of that.
Historic attachment to where movies and
they also used to ride horses out there too. They don't do that no more.
There's a whole bunch of stuff out there.
So I'm sure it's different.
There's still people riding horses, but it's not like it just doesn't exist, right? But it's still attached there, and it's so attached to the lifestyle out there that it's not casted. It's not talked bad about. It's actually revered. You see what I'm saying? So it's not something that's going to die out. You feel what I'm saying? That way. I say that to say my experience, to even hear you say that, yeah, that's fine and on, I get that. But my own experiences directly right in front of your face, you know what I'm saying, completely says different for a lot of other folks that where you are able to pass, be accepted, get those opportunities where the others weren't, right? And that I just want to speak to that.
Well, the sad part about it, bro, is that there's no light skin privilege, and which means my life was going to be. I grew up in D.C., Washington D.C., dog, Chocolate City. You know what I'm saying? Grew up there. My problems weren't with white people, B. You know what I'm saying? And whether they like me or not, I didn't matter. I didn't pay no attention to it. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't conditioned that way. All right.
My light skinned brothers always lean into their privilege because they know, like he flexes it.
I have privilege.
He talks about it.
The only privilege I've ever noticed in my life was dark skinned women. Dark skinned women love me. They fucking love me. That's the privilege. I swear to God. So yes, there is. If it's that. But I have never gotten a job per se for it. You know what I'm saying? I've never gotten a boost. No, I haven't. I haven't noticed that, because when I get that job, guess what? There's another black person there as well.
What I'm saying is, you might not have gotten that job, but somebody else might not have stopped you from getting that job, but somebody else might have been denied for that job for that same reason. What I'm saying, and there are plenty of those examples.
As a business owner, bro,
I would never hire. As another lighter individual, do you believe that there is a privilege? Hold on, let me ask other folks.
I've 100. Well, I said this. There was a period of time growing up where, like, the light skin privilege did not benefit me.
It ain't never benefited me, so I don't know what y'all talk about.
We got ridiculed for a little while.
Some women or something.
Not tough or not. What you kind of had to earn your strike. And then at a certain age, the privilege cut on. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I definitely felt there were some benefits of walking around here. I mean, 2 points of life. I'm not gonna lie to you. So I will say there has been some colorism.
Well, not benefits in the conversation of the things we're talking about.
Yeah. Well,
so I haven't.
So I don't know.
I haven't financially.
I do feel like
I don't know about jobs much because I was a gangster. Because I am a gangster. So, which goes back to what Doc is saying is, at the end of the day, we still have to look in the mirror and take responsibility for our own actions, our own choices, and not make as many excuses. Because when it could be
100%.
That's what happened to Carmelo.
I think we agree. I think we agree to that. I think that's one thing at this table that we definitely
make excuses.
I don't think anybody has made
but
excuses for
our
making
culture
excuses.
as a whole makes a lot of excuses, and make they get the nitpicking and saying this, making other scenarios to dictate it and make it become
self-sabotage type shit.
No, to make it racist.
Or to get to
you know what I'm saying?
People to be.
Yeah, the police used to chase me around when I was selling crack, but I was in the hood selling crack. Let's say that I was getting more accosted by the white officers in gang unit trying to get me, but that is because I was over here doing what I was doing.
Of course.
Now,
yes.
In my stage now, when I don't do any of those activities, I don't have the police pulling me over.
Yes, sir.
I don't have the
you don't have the same shit. The same energy's not around you.
Not in Atlanta, not in Colorado.
I said, so in Texas, for me, growing up, like I said, I lived in the suburbs, and I felt like I was
out of place.
Not out of place. I said I felt like I was doing something wrong at all points in time because how the police treated us when they pulled us over. It was as if that, but I had no upbringing in any of that.
We was doing some wrong.
Of bullshit. They treated us like
the police treated us
we
like
some
shit.
Niggas. Like it just
we some niggas.
It was.
But we definitely was on the
like
other
I said,
end of it, not doing what you were doing.
Absolutely.
You know
I'm just saying. That's why I said I think it's either like you when it comes to police stuff, whatever. It depends on the officer you dealing with, but more than likely you a nigga.
But of course, because you're that to anyone who sees you, black, white, yellow, green. Why? Because of the stereotype, bro. It's not hard to see. Even us, if we go home tonight, we go home to our families, right? We got our kids there, we got our wife in there, we chilling in there. It's a beautiful neighborhood. It's quiet. You know, we don't move to the crazy stuff, but if you do, you won't understand this. But you don't. You move out to try to raise your kids. And then some dreadhead niggas move in across the street. What is the thing that we all say? Damn, who these fucking niggas? No one wants it. No one wants it. Even niggas don't want it. You know it, bro. So you did, man. Trust me, you did.
I did.
If you didn't,
it's the truth.
Highlands rent.
It's the truth.
I'm gonna be.
It's
I'm
the
be
truth.
Honest, okay, hold on. Wait, let me listen.
Y'all, please, y'all been disingenuous all night.
It's the truth. Hold on. I'm gonna be honest. Real shit. I'm gonna be honest. One, hey, okay, that's some new niggas. 2, 3, 4 of these niggas, man. You know what I mean? That's
You ain't bringing no cookies, bro.
the
You're not.
pistols out.
You're not bringing
the
the cookies
pistols
and
on the
shit.
counter. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like that type. But and unfortunately, that's also a stigma.
Mhm.
I do believe too. Like,
But
to
not
be
everybody
1,000 with
feels
you,
that way.
because I believe, you know, one thing just to close out, kind of to go to our next subject a little bit. You know what I'm saying? To be a thou wow. You know, one thing that I do believe is
Ain't no right.
that we didn't have control of. Okay, that brings us to a place that, and I do, trust me, I get it, and I'll elaborate on that too a little bit later in the statement. But we got to give some respect to epigenetics. Okay.
Mhm.
And to where there was a stripping where every other culture has been able to attach to their culture and come here with their religion, their rules, their principles, their morals, and so on and so forth, to where the black community, in my belief, culture, really the only attachment, and I do say unfortunate, is rap hip hop culture. I think that was the only time there was a culture that we all agreed and attached
Yes, sir.
to,
Yes,
right?
sir. Yes, sir.
But before then, outside of that culture, what we were stripped of is love, right? And there's been a long request for us to trust each other in order for us to build
Yes.
and build
Yes, sir.
community and so on and so forth.
Yes, sir.
But it's very, very hard to build a foundation of trust when there's no love there, and you
Mhm.
don't know how to love, and people in our homes don't know how to love, whether that's in families, children, relationships, just your regular community. And I think that's a lot of the root of the situation, because of epigenetics, if you're not familiar with that, that's basically the same thing, you know,
I
the
understand.
test that, you know
I
what I'm
get it.
saying,
Mhm.
to where, you know, sometimes it is a little bit subconscious and uncontrollable, and there is an unprogramming to reprogram and unlearning to relearn. And one of those things is really the underground layer and the real foundation of what you're saying is that you are the controller of your domain. You do really have the power at the end of the day. And that's one thing that I do teach to a lot of my youth, my mentees. And one thing that I discovered was one of the most powerful things for us as human beings is that we have the power of perspective, of how any situation that we deal with, we have the power to determine how we internalize
Yes,
it, how it
sir.
affects us, and what we do about that situation.
That's what I'm talking
And
about.
that's a
That's what I'm talking
superpower
about.
that you're
It's a
able to do,
superpower.
to be able to turn
You
water
have
into
to.
wine,
You have
or
to.
wine, you know what I mean, stones into bread.
Yes, sir.
And that's
Yes, sir.
that godly power that we
Yes, sir.
talk about.
Yes.
But I will not take away that there are reasonings, because there is, in my belief, a little more power.
Well, you know.
But go ahead, because I don't want to close out on
My
that.
bad, and I don't want to keep talking about, but I just want to say this is that two things is that, you know, the reason why a lot of people aren't trying to say, well, let's go back and let's help, you know, see these people, because there's an epigenetic reason why they're doing this. You know what I mean? It's because they'll kill you, motherfucker. They'll kill you. Then they're killing everybody. So who wants to come out of their living room, bro, and go take a chance on this shit? We're killing each other. We're murdering each other. You know what I'm saying?
I get it. We definitely have to take. So, and if I do want to get to the next topic
Go for
too
it.
as well.
I'm done. Yeah.
Could I ask this question though? Because let me just ask, because this has really been fucking me up based upon this last conversation. Okay. So
What up, Big Tosh?
what's up, y'all? What's happening? What's up, Tosh? What's that? Peace. So with that in mind, okay, with what's going on systematically, politically, law changes, right? There is the belief that, or the air is that there's an attack or against black empowerment and things of that nature, right? Nonetheless, that doesn't change what I'm about to say. Let's just take Colorado real quick. In Colorado, we are 40%, 30 to 40% higher in the margin of housing than the average and
The cost.
the national average.
Cost of
30 to 40%. Okay. We are the third highest place to live, right, in America right now. Okay. If you was going to the store to go buy a loaf of bread and you were charged 40% higher over here, you wouldn't go there. You would probably go to another store.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Why are we here?
Well, it's inflation.
Like, no, why do we still? if we
why
if
we
we
still in
talk about all
Colorado?
this stuff that's against us here, right? We identify the laws and the climate is a little claustrophobic to the black race. Let's just say that. Let's just say for the majority, we that's the idea, right? It's obvious, and they're not being hiding that we're being charged 40% higher to live, if not higher, right? Why do we? And there's other countries that are welcoming us to say you could thrive here, have all of that. Why? What does it? What is it? Fear? What? I mean, I'm just curious to know what.
Some people
what
scared of
business
change. I think some people scared of
I
change.
know
You got to make
business.
enough to leave. First
Yeah.
of all.
Well, I mean,
it sounds good to pick up
the
and leave.
story is I just googled this.
He's
I
suggesting you could probably do it in
I
$2,000.
just googled this just because I was curious, just having this conversation. Because Thailand's always talked about how they love black folks and just the freedom.
There
to
was
live
somewhere
there.
over there that'll pay you to come over there.
That's Ghana too, and other places.
Yeah, is that what
Don't
it
do
is?
it.
And Asia. But check it.
Don't do it.
Well, check it. $10,000 you could live for a year. You can almost buy. You can't buy land unless you're property there, but you can buy homes. You can lease homes. For 10,000. They said for about 15 racks you could live good. 10,000's at the median for about a year or so that you can live good. Your crib, your car. They don't even have cars. They have scooters.
But then you go, but
I
after
know
that,
Colorado
after the
bought.
10,000 gone, you go to work for $15, 15
it's
cents.
different.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
I mean,
You're in the economy at that point.
No. It's not. That's what I'm saying. There are places that where the cost of living, okay, is so low, but you can still have all the experiences of a luxury experience where it's not that much on the dollar as it is.
Yeah, you would
right?
need American income.
So
Yeah.
I'll just say
no. They're
Yeah,
saying
no, I
American,
hear what
but
you're
there's
saying.
other places that it's not like that. You could live. I'm telling you,
You gonna have to. He's saying you gonna still need some kind of income coming.
I
Yeah,
went to
I
Thailand
get what
last
you're
year.
saying.
And that's what Doc's saying,
all I'm
too.
saying is
The jobs
that
are not
you
gonna
would
be
still need an income of $1,000 to $2,000 a week or whatever.
American-
to live
American
as
dollars.
American
to
dollars.
live as luxurious as you would like to live. That's
Which,
all
if
I'm
you're
saying.
not making American dollars, you're going to be making Thai dollars.
Yeah,
right?
you
And
wanna
so
make
therefore you're
more.
going to be working excessively
No, I
hard.
think y'all got to dive deeper into the. No, it's not. It's
It's about sustainability. I mean,
But
how
it's
can
not-
you sustain out yourself?
because let's even just take that. So that's $1,000. That's 4,000. That's 8. That's over
Yeah.
2-3 months, right? If we're talking,
Mhm.
and really,
Or-
so
yeah,
you
that's
can work
yeah.
remotely too as well. That's what she's talking
Yeah.
about.
Oh,
That
that's
stuff.
yeah, American dollars. Yeah, that's American dollars. Yeah.
USD, so on and so
American
forth.
dollars.
Fair. And that makes it, but I don't think it's a situation where you're living below your means, even if you're working out there, because of the cost of the experience of living is higher out
I
there.
hate to disagree with you, bro.
Yeah?
So I went to Thailand last year, right?
Mhm.
And amazing time. I got bang for my buck every day. Ate for
Word.
$5, 4-star meal, 5-star meals. Amazing. I'm gonna tell you this. I've been to a lot of places. Ain't nothing better than America.
Amen.
I'm gonna tell you.
Amen.
Yeah.
Amen.
I done been
Even
to a lot.
charged
I've
at
been
40
to
cents,
a lot of
even at
places.
40%
'Cause
higher.
hear me out. So when you go to these places,
I agree.
you typically go
I'm
to
not
the
disagreeing.
resort, you go
I'm
to
just
the
asking.
best hotels, you go to the West Coast. What you don't realize is there's no middle class in any of these places.
Mhm.
You know,
Right,
the
right,
at poverty level,
Mm-hmm.
rich.
Yes.
And
it's a wall.
Let that money deter just a little bit. And like they poverty is different than our poverty.
Third world.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
No, what he's saying is
I hear
absolutely
you.
true.
Yeah,
It's absolutely
jungle.
true.
100%.
Lose a couple dollars.
100%.
And I think that's the idea is understanding that.
What's up,
You know what I mean?
Brad? What's
Would
up,
you go to
Tanner?
visit or would you go to
What's up, Tosh?
goddamn?
Yeah,
you know.
it's different. You
All right,
know,
fellas. We're gonna go into our closing segment. We're gonna go into our closing segment, man. Appreciate that. I like to at least start off, man, with some. We could really just
No, we gotta have that
and
every
I knew
time.
I knew the guests we had. I told y'all on the phone. I told y'all on the phone exactly. I already knew what type of time we was on. But no, let's get right to it. Bob had a great thought and an idea to talk about today, man. And all of us, we come from an era and love music so much, man. I thought this was a perfect topic for us to go ahead and discuss. Go ahead, man, and bring us in.
We gonna lighten it up a little bit because we doing what we supposed to do. Of course, we can't just come over here and talk about bullshit all the time. You know what I mean? So yeah, we're gonna lighten it up a little bit. So in this segment, we're talking about debut albums, right? So it's what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna say the name of a debut album, right? And I'm gonna ask if all these other albums was better. It's not about taking that album that I'm talking about out of the conversation. I'm just gonna simply ask. Yeah, the first album. I'm just gonna simply ask, do you think this debut album was better than that one? You feel what I'm saying? So the debut album I picked Young Jeezy Thug Motivation 101.
Okay, let me get an understanding of the rules. Okay, so basically,
No, it's not Eric. We're just going.
so basically, you start off with a debut album, rookie debut album. Is
Yeah.
that what you're saying?
Yep.
And then you're gonna pick another one. We're gonna vote to see if it stays.
It's not necessarily if it stays. It's just, do you think it was better than the one that I picked at the top, which was
Yeah,
Young
that's what I'm saying.
Jeezy?
So that's what I'm saying. So it's like King of the Mountain. So I'm
Not
saying,
really,
like-
because we're not going. Because if that one, so say we all picked another album over the Young Jeezy album, that's not taking the Young Jeezy album out of it. We're still just going to go ask about the next album. We just thought that album was better. You feel what I'm saying? So I picked the Young Jeezy Thug Motivation, right?
Young
and-
Jeezy Thug Motivation.
And
Great
that
album.
was mid 2000s or early 2000s.
That was early 2000. That was about 2005, 2006,
That's mid.
2004, 2005, around there.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
mid.
So I was living in Atlanta around 2006, and it was
No.
Jeezy
No. It was 2004.
2003, 2004,
2000.
We all got phones. I don't know what the problem is.
like
We
2000.
all-
I want to say it's 2003.
I say like 2003, man.
Okay.
Around there.
So anyway, that's the album I picked for us to see.
Okay. Thug Motivation, Young Jeezy,
2005.
2000. Yeah,
Yeah,
'cause
2005.
when I moved to Atlanta, Jeezy in Atlanta was just a different animal out there, bro. Like that was a different type of vibe, a different type of time. And if you was selling dope, like niggas
Yeah.
was selling dope,
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
made you feel a whole nother way out there. So
It took your hustle up.
It was
Yeah.
it was a good time.
So that's a good question to ask too. During the time of this 2005, what was going on with you, Doc?
2005.
Like, do you remember the impact that this album may have? Are you a music head?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What impact did this album have over you?
It was huge.
Yeah.
I mean, it was.
He was.
Oh, I'm tripping.
Yeah, it's been a while.
I'm just been
It's
a
been a while.
I'm tripping.
Doc Beats
Motherfucker
first,
right.
everybody.
Yeah.
Doc Beats. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm tripping.
Yeah.
I done spaced that shit out. It's been a minute.
You
Yeah,
should
you
have
fucking
by
right.
now, you know what I
Yeah, you fucking right.
But
That's
it was
crazy.
an era change. I mean, it was one of those albums that that definitely signified the era. You know what I mean? When you hear the Young Jeezy tag during that time, you know what I mean? It's kind of when it was developed, when it was instilled in us. It takes you back there. It takes you back to what you had on, the chick you was messing with, to the car you was driving, and that's powerful. That's what I look for in songs and albums and so forth. So during that time, I'm not gonna lie, you know, that was the one. You know what I'm saying? Like that, it was the one that made more cultural change. Let's say, not for good, but was adapted more, right?
Yeah.
So I think that would answer my question.
Yeah.
So I'd agree with you on that.
Cook, what about you? You was in college, huh?
2004. Hell nah, I was a youngin. I was in high school still, or freshman in high school. So
Oh
I
shit!
would
So this
say-
next album you ain't gonna even know about. Go ahead.
I'm DJ know about.
Yeah, he a DJ. Yeah, okay.
I'm well,
But he
well,
wouldn't
but I
feel what
say-
it did.
So for me, Thug Motivation 101, I would say that was my introduction.
Nephew, can you bring us some, please?
Trap music.
that
I know
water?
they argue to who came up with that verbiage or whatnot, but that was my introduction to who started that first. So
Right.
I that was the first time I was wearing big tees,
Yeah.
all that type of shit. So it was cultural and hella influential.
Mhm.
At that time. That was my
Very good.
introduction to something outside of the West Coast being like tough.
Yeah.
Tough. You know what I'm
See
saying?
that's
Until
what
Gucci came out.
that's what's great. That's what's great.
They came out together same time.
I know, but
That's
he blew up before Gucci.
He did.
But once Gucci blew up, which is rafting.
They came out together.
That's not true.
They came out together.
Gucci
Nationwide?
Gucci
Yes.
had more rumble before Jeezy just kind of took off. So
About everybody.
Icy?
I wasn't in Atlanta.
man,
Gucci,
so Icy was the
Gucci-
first.
Gucci
That was
man,
Gucci
before
shit.
the-
Gucci
even
was
the
the
album
first
came
big
out.
dude.
that we're talking about.
Jeezy really hit the city with
in Georgia though, or in Alabama.
I lived in Atlanta at the time.
And
The
Gucci
vibe,
was
the vibe,
I think a lot. I thought I first came across
the
Gucci
vibe
in
was.
Alabama.
They came around the same time.
Yeah, but he
Yeah.
came
They
from that.
both
Gucci
came
came
from
from
Gucci started so Gucci. The reason why I feel like Gucci started so much is because when Jeezy came out, Gucci already had such a clan vibe that it was like,
In Atlanta.
nigga, we Gucci man, nigga.
Yeah.
Which is
You
the reason
know what
why
I'm
he did the
saying?
song with him.
Yeah.
And our person who's Gucci
So
just got away with killing this nigga's homeboy.
well, that's later on down the line. But
That
before you
wasn't that far. Hold on,
before
man,
you
that
even
wasn't
get to
far.
that, before you get to that part,
Wait, that
it
wasn't
was
that far though.
icy. So icy. And but Gucci, like
It
Tech
was
said,
almost so icy.
had a bigger following than Jeezy until that song, to the So Icy song.
I didn't know that. I didn't
So
know that.
then it was a debate about who's gonna put the song on
Yeah.
the album, and they both wanted to put on the album, and it was issues back and forth behind that,
Right.
which caused the split.
Right. Okay, this was I'm about to say the beauty of this topic right here is the fact that we're older, right? And then Cook was in high school, and this album had an effect on him still being in high school, and we was already grown ass men with kids. You know what I mean? I think that's the dope thing of music. Period.
Yep.
You feel what I'm saying? What impact did this album have over you during the time?
It was it was the theme of what niggas was doing. You know
Yes,
what I'm
sir.
saying?
Yep.
Niggas was living the crap life. Niggas was really living that actual lifestyle. So to have that be the mainstream as music, to where it was almost unapologetic, to now say you're dope dealing, selling crack, you doing all this. It was a different type of
It was
celebration.
it was a reporting from the streets of what
Yeah,
really
it
was
was a
going
different
on.
type of empowerment.
For
Like we
real.
had
Like
underground
NWA,
motherfuckers.
like NWA was reporting from the streets.
Yeah, but
And
reporting
album
from
was
like dope dealing and trapping.
It's dope with y'all.
Like
too.
Rich
They
the
were the
Fact,
most
and we had
influential.
folks like Rich the Fact, like underground artists that we attached to, but to have a mainstream vibe, that was the that was the
different.
mainstream
Yeah, that was different.
sound.
Yes. Yeah.
You felt good. You felt celebrated.
Yeah,
you
most
wasn't
definitely.
you wasn't in the shadows in a sense.
Yep.
So
That was one album you could play
what
the
y'all
whole
took
from
from
the
that. 'Cause
beginning.
being like a kid during that period of time, what I took from it was the chains, the cars, the
the glamour lifestyle
It
of
used
it.
to be like hella West Coast old school cars and stuff like that. Like that was finally going to where I was from, where you seeing niggas on 24s and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what was dope. Or niggas with pot bellies with all chains on it. That's what I want to grow up and be at that period of time. in my
We
life.
stopped
That was
wearing
all.
gold.
Killer.
You know what I mean?
What,
Started
was you,
wearing just the, like,
what did this
platinum
album?
everything?
Yeah,
Yep.
straight up.
The impact this album had over you during the time when it came out.
Man, that was my everyday album, man. I was out here
We was fucking around that time still too.
getting to it. I was getting to it. So
Yeah.
it was anthem to me.
Yeah.
Alright.
In my Air Force Ones, no, this other shit. I was going
Tupac was identical to me, kind of like what when I say what I liked about the Gucci. I mean the Young Jeezy joint.
Yeah.
Is that it moved his generation, and I saw that, and that's what I'm talking about. Just the same way that Tupac was kind of ours. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How,
Yeah.
we was, how,
Most
how
definitely.
we lived during that time. Right.
or NWA,
with it.
Indeed.
groundbreaking,
Facts.
new reporting
Oh,
from
yeah.
the streets.
Oh, NWA
What's the
stuff.
next? What's the next?
So the
one?
first album I'm gonna ask. So we're simply, do we think this album was better than that album? I'm gonna skip some. I was gonna go. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna go to the Game documentary.
Does it
Was
go
that a better album
They
than
were around the same time.
Thug? They was around the same time.
I don't think so.
No, absolutely not.
Not even close to me.
Not even close.
Not even
I don't think it was
close.
I don't
Nah.
think it was close.
It was a great album. Don't get me
Great
wrong,
album,
but it didn't
but-
have the impact.
Yeah, that,
It was just a great
it
album.
was a great
Didn't
album,
have
but
It was a classic.
definitely a classic.
It was.
But it
It was
was
a classic.
not.
Yeah, Jeezy was a classic,
It
and
was- it was
and
not
changed
the-
the,
and changed the culture.
and added.
Yeah.
This matter of fact, like
The
this,
game
when people start to rap like you, I think that's an element of your change to the game. How about that?
And the game always could rap.
Yeah.
So it was more
Mhm.
depending on if you're coming from a hip hop point of view, lyrics, and lyricism and flow, maybe it's with game.
It was amazing. It was amazing.
Yeah,
album. It just
from game,
hit as
but
hard as-
but yeah, that was a whole. That was like I keep saying, reporting from the
Games
the
was
streets,
all right.
from the ghetto.
It was more than all right. Just all right.
It was all right.
That is crazy.
Because you know who I give credit for them hits though?
Drake.
50.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Mhm.
that
Yes,
vibe
sir.
on that album,
So
that
he-
whole
Following the vibe,
I'm
of
sure he got.
He
you.
was
So
able
get my
to
point.
rap on
So
that
so
motherfucker.
50 set the stage for that album to,
Come on,
to
man.
be good.
50,
Yeah.
50 set
Yeah.
that motherfucking that nigga the hits on that album, the whole
Hmm.
West Coast can be mainstream type shit. That was 50, bro.
It sure was.
That was 50.
Okay. So the next one I'm gonna go to is. So we agree that Thug Motivation was a better album than the documentary.
Yes,
Yeah,
indeed.
so far we
Okay. Next one I'm gonna go down south. I hope y'all familiar with T.I. Still Serious. That was his first album.
Yeah,
Good
Still
album.
Serious was crazy.
Yeah, man, you just messed me up with that
And
one,
again,
man.
in Atlanta,
I just thought it was
in
single
that-
heavy.
I thought it was single heavy myself too.
Heavy personally.
Yeah, it's not that. It
You
wasn't
know,
that.
you
I
didn't like
I
that.
messed with. I'm serious. I'm serious.
I love
Kate
T.I.
is
Like,
not
T.I.,
in the
you know, he
league.
was a-
I still ain't forgave
Isolation,
myself.
but-
Sure.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't think it was a nationwide.
No, it didn't have the
Can you
nationwide.
do me a
No,
favor?
right.
Could you?
Right.
Well, here I could do it.
That's the thing too,
I wanna
though.
look up.
They're not
some of the
necessarily
songs
got to
on
be
there.
nationwide for the album to be.
That's a part of.
You know what I'm saying?
Jeezy
That's why
shit was
I
dope.
thought-
So we need-
That's why I thought
Jeezy shit was doper, but
Yeah.
when T.I. shit hit, bro.
Mm-hmm.
his singles. Was
So,
crazy.
couple things. Again, in Atlanta, here's a different vibe.
Is that
another.
even the first one?
So
Yeah, his first one
so
was serious.
the vibe in Atlanta is because Shawty Low was coming out too, and
Mhm.
Shawty Low,
Yeah.
right? They were both claiming Bankhead. They were both claiming motherfucking the hood, but the real nigga that was in the trenches in the hood was Shawty Low, and it wasn't T.I. At least that was.
But
the
Shawty Low is coming after Jeezy. He had that
to where-
Jeezy.
to where-
Yeah, that's after.
to
That's
where-
after.
to
That's
where
after.
to where Shawty Low
By the time he came,
said what?
T.I. was on his second, third album.
Yeah. Hold on. We're talking about the songs, pup. I'm talking about the vibe in the community. Okay. There was a lot of hate for that T.I., but let me say this: as a somebody who listened to,
T.I. didn't have a
That's a
bigger
fact.
impact
That's a
than
fact.
Jeezy on any level.
that's fair. But let me y'all
Yeah,
y'all.
correct.
hold
But this is
on.
what I'm
When
saying.
Locally,
T.I.
I
dropped when
I
T.I.
agree.
dropped, he was being called the Jay-Z of the South. That was not for a fucking
Yeah.
accident.
Yeah.
What they were talking about when T.I. dropped, they were talking about T.I. before the album even dropped, bro. If y'all was reading the
Yeah.
Source magazines and the double XLs,
But
they were
that
talking
album,
about a nigga that was on his fucking way, and his name was T.I. And he had a fucking single that was called Pussy Poppa #1, nigga.
Yeah.
And that motherfucking song was the shit. Okay? I'm Pussy Poppa #1. Nigga, that shit was one of the most player anthems and songs. So when the album dropped, it was a different
I can see
feel.
Tech singing that song.
Oh man, that motherfucking shit was so fucking player.
Oh, what is 3-hour
Yeah, indeedy.
That's why I said that, because it didn't have the
But
national.
it
It didn't have the
impact
national
like I said, like
attention.
Jeezy, though.
But I know a lot of people that fucked with that album, like, and really put it up there. Even hip hop
Nothing
heads.
that wasn't good.
Even hip hop heads.
The album's good, but that
All right, next one. The next one is Doggy Style.
yeah.
Doggy
That just won. That got me.
Doggy Style's over Jeezy.
Yeah, I'm sure Logic alone on
Doggy
my.
Style's over Jeezy, y'all.
Yeah.
Let's see what these youngsters gonna say in the chat. Though.
Yeah, Doggy Style's over Jeezy, y'all.
Yeah.
Like we're this. That was a whole,
Yeah, it has to be.
You
over
talk
there.
about
that was a phenomenon.
You talk about an earthquake that was felt
Phenom.
across the globe. Well, at least America. The earthquake
for sure.
across the globe.
Yes.
When we're talking
And
about
mind you,
when-
this is 93,
when- 92.
92,
When
93.
Gin and Juice dropped.
So
Nobody heard and see no nigga around with the afro riding around on the front of the bicycle, nigga.
Yeah.
Nigga, what's my
With the
name?
hockey jersey.
That bass line
Yeah.
or what's
Yeah.
my name?
Yeah.
Come on.
The-
dog.
everything
I
on
don't
that
even
joint,
know
man.
if there's
Everything
an argument
on
on
that
that
joint.
one.
Everything on it. You know what I'm saying? Even the songs I don't like,
Even
they're-
the songs
they're-
I don't
Doggy
like.
Style?
they're part of. They got to play through because they're part of the. They're part of the whole
album
thing.
cover, nigga.
right because
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
album was definitely made different back then because it was like a whole.
It was that was a
the
perfect
interludes
album.
and the interludes and everything else.
100%, 100%.
Everything.
went
It's
together.
a perfect
all that
album
shit.
to display artist and producer relationship. Holy shit! When you vibe, when you actually feel that person, when you get the vibration of that person, and you work well together, I mean, it's unbelievable. Trust me, and I think that shows it. And I think any other situation where you have a
from
producer,
experience.
Big Tosh gave it a tie.
yeah,
She gave it a tie.
word,
Tie?
Yeah.
a tie.
That's not.
She
it.
might-
Yeah, she gave it a
She-
tie.
Not the impact. Not as far as impact.
Oh,
hold on,
wait,
what's she
Doggy
talking about?
Style and
Oh, she.
Snoop?
I think
Wait,
she.
you
She
ain't
may
talking
be.
about Snoop Doggy Style and Jeezy, is you? You might be though.
No
She
way.
might be talking about
She
Ti
might be,
and,
though.
and Jeezy.
Yeah,
We don't know.
She
We'll
might
see.
be talking.
yeah,
She might
yeah.
be talking about
That Doggy Style just blew everything out the water.
Doggy Style was crazy.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's dope.
Unless
Okay.
you're gonna be talking about the Chronic or something.
Nah, you said that.
I know.
Different styles and coasts. Yeah. Facts. Oh, yeah, she's talking about
but
that one.
Nah. Hold on, Tosh. Hold on, Tosh. I get it. Different styles, different coasts. but we're talking doggy style earthquake, the whole entire world.
Hip hop community. Yeah.
There was an awakening then.
Mm-hmm.
And it was all eyes on Snoop. Then.
I ain't gonna lie to
Yep.
you.
It was
Global.
all eyes on Snoop. There was no eyes going nowhere else when Doggy Style dropped.
But
It truly was
doesn't
made
have the
Drake
same
great.
impact if there is no Dr. Dre
True.
album.
Facts. Facts.
Listen, I say no one
Dr.
could produce
Dre.
that joint. You know what I'm saying? It was
Timing
perfect.
on
Dr.
it.
Dre's rookie album is The Chronic.
So we got to so let's find out what album goes over that. Come on, let's
No, so
That
no, it's
one.
not. We're not
That
even going. We're not doing that. It's just we still talking thug motivation.
Got
You know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
we're not moving one
Okay, I
up
got you.
above, or
I
you know what I'm
got
saying? We
I
just
got
Comparing to
okay. So we feel like Doggy Style was a better. So far, that's the only album to beat out Thug Motivation.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Okay, now let's go with Let's go to 50.
South. We got folks
Get
from
ri-
the South that say Snoop hit like that.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go with 50. Get Rich or Die Trying or Thug Motivation 101. 03 and 05. So 50 came out in 03.
That's another global.
Get Rich or Die Trying.
That's another global.
And
Dr. Dre.
Damn, that's crazy.
That's another global Dr. Dre.
That's Dr. Dre.
Fingers on
That
it.
is a Dr. Dre thing, but
Yeah.
I mean,
10 years later.
shit, I'd had that's the one I would say a tie. Like
We're gonna have to do
I would-
producer.
That's a
That's
close
the
one.
one. We're
I
gonna have
would
to do
say.
producer
Let
next.
me
The next one.
Yeah.
let me the reason why it's a ties this is because it's a tie with what? I Get Rich or Die Trying and Thug Motivation. You know, I think Get Rich or Die Trying for me. Let me explain. I have to
That's
explain
another
because both
it's
ways I
because
was
it's
still
another
selling
global
dope then
thing.
too,
yeah.
and it was
It's another global situation.
oh yeah.
Now I
Yeah.
would say that Jeezy is going to be nationwide, but when Dr. Dre put his hands on it,
It's global.
global.
Yeah.
it'll be
Yeah.
going global.
So, but here's the thing that I'm saying. We're like Get Rich or Die Trying, and we're talking about what's up, Jazz.
What's up, Jazz?
Get Rich or Die Trying, and we're talking about motherfucking Thug Motivation. Same way, at least for me with the artists, right? I was listening to both of these artists on their mixtapes before they dropped their full albums.
Yeah. Ooh, they
You see
mixtapes
what
was
I'm saying?
crazy. They
Like, so-
them
so-
two actually changed the mixtape game. Them two alone.
Both of them.
Yeah,
right?
both of them, for sure.
I was literally one of them kids and one of them dudes that was listening to the mixtapes and was really into the mixtapes. And then to see them have global success like that was, we celebrated that because we was with them in the beginning, you know. So it is a
just gave
look
you a
at
bigger-
the albums right there on the back.
a bigger
too. So
platform. It gave us our dreams.
So I'll say
Our dreams for sure.
I'll say for shit. I'll say for culture, being in the culture, Jeezy was a bigger impact cultural. Okay, directly cultural. In the musical landscape, I think Get Rich or Die Trying was a bigger debut album.
Can I say something? No, hold up. Because
Numbers already said it was bigger. It went
I
diamond.
come from an era before, right? And I answer my own question with my mind. I was gonna say, was Jeezy the one that really pushed the South on a national? Remember, but that was
I
Master
think
P.
no.
I
Master
think
P
it was
had a
P.
part of it, but you know they don't give Master P his full. They don't give Master P
they don't
his
give
full
him-
props
yeah,
because
they don't, 'cause
he went and did it in Richmond. He didn't do it down there.
I
He
don't
went
know
and did
how-
it in
Wait,
Richmond.
but that's not true.
Nah,
But
you gotta get that.
but to answer his question,
It was still South.
it's
Y'all
still-
can't tell me
it's still-
nobody's
that's
gonna
still a
hustle
good
like
point.
Master P.
Hell no.
Master P had a new album in Sunshine twice a week.
To
Yes,
answer
sir.
your question, he
Yes,
could
sir.
be right though.
Complete projects.
What?
To answer the question on saying is he the one who really
Yeah.
like
Started
pushed the South
Mhm.
in front of now?
I
because
might
thought-
go with
My mind, I
Outkast.
thought about Scarface. I thought about Outkast too.
Right.
Well,
Scarface
I
is
thought
the
about-
goat from the South.
Goody Mob and all that, but we're talking about pushing the
Yes, sir.
whole lifestyle. Like
Yes.
we
That's,
gravitated to
that was
Out-
Outkast.
we
They said it
gravitated
at
to
the
Outkast
awards. It
for
was
the
like
music.
when they got that first award.
Nah, that
They
was for
said
the,
it.
But what I'm saying is we gravitated to the music of Outkast. We gravitated to the music of Scarface and mix a lot of shit like that. What I'm saying, what he's saying, what I believe is when we attach to the culture, like even dressing like them,
Yes.
picking up the
slang.
camouflage, wearing the camouflage, the rags again.
Past New York.
Are you
Past
saying?
New
So
York.
you saying
Yeah.
that Jeezy did that, or are you saying something?
No,
else?
I'm saying Master P might be
Master
asking
is the one who's
responsible.
responsible for that.
What are you saying?
Y'all gonna
From
hate
the
my
South.
answer.
Go for it. Nah, I'm
all
curious.
them niggas did
You're
an
saying
amazing
Swisher
job.
House. You go.
Nah, not even that. Not even
Which
that.
was
but
the big.
they did their thing though, for
Yeah,
sure. But
fact.
not even that. I think Master P maybe introduced it. I think Jeezy took it to another level, but who took it nationwide, and y'all gonna hate me for saying this, is Lil Wayne. Straight up. Lil Wayne was everywhere. no art. He was the first artist from the South that was in contention to be talked
His
about.
first album.
But Lil Wayne came out with Master P right around that time. Lil Wayne came right.
I know. I get
He came around to
But
Master
his
P.
first album,
As Master P was exiting out, Lil Wayne was coming in with that.
arguments. West Coast niggas was talking about Lil Wayne with Jay-Z arguments. Like that was a nationwide. T.I. was definitely spoke.
But his rookie album wasn't hitting on nothing.
I say it's
not.
Carter 3.
It's not in the conversation.
But I'm saying like,
But
who
Baton Rouge
introduced the culture where everybody was on the
Definitely,
white
Lil Wayne
t-shirt,
definitely
everybody
is
was
another
on
global
the
sensation
fucking,
for sure.
Bandanas and fucking
Yeah.
partying
I think
outside type
think
shit.
Lil Wayne is a result of Master P.
Yes, sir. Exactly.
Yes, definitely.
Exactly.
I think Lil Wayne's
100.
success is a result.
100%.
Master P would have say ran so
Soldier
Wayne
Rags
could
and
walk.
Reeds.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
man. For
Soldier
sure.
Rags and Reeds.
He kept,
your Soulja
he introduced
Rags,
him.
the Big T,
Master
all
P.
that.
Maybe, but I'm saying the person that everybody took something from nationwide for this was Lil Wayne.
Oh, he changed the game.
Changed the game.
There's so many rappers like Lil Wayne, bro.
Everybody, they may have started it,
Yeah.
but that nigga
Like
Master P was Pete Maravich, and then we got Michael Jordan had to be Lil Wayne going across his motherfucker.
Like-
Everybody
like-
was on Lil Wayne.
What was that compilation Master P did have? Pop
Southwest Riders.
Southwest Riders,
Mm.
right? Too Short, like
Everybody.
I think that was
And Brother Lynch. He had Brother Lynch.
Yeah,
That's
that
why I
was a-
said.
that
That's
was
why.
a real indication on like the impact on because he was running the landscape at that time, I
Yes, sir.
believe,
Yes,
to where
sir,
he was
he was.
able to put a project like that together. You
Yeah.
what I'm
That was
saying?
part.
He
That
did.
was part of the mass marketing.
Yes, sir.
When he
He
had
had the money.
two, 3, maybe 4 sometimes
Yeah,
a
real
week.
shit.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Which is so easy to do
Weekly.
when all black people think the same. So all you gotta do is advertise one to one person, and that's spend less money. So it's fucking genius.
Fucking
Build an
genius.
ecosystem. Understood.
So hold on. So what Tux gave it to Get Rich Die Trying. Where are you taking it?
Because it's a bigger goal.
I give it a tie. I have to.
Tie?
So yeah, it feels like a tie to me.
I'm not mad at the tie.
For me,
not mad at the draw, bro.
being Southern,
Sure.
better music was Thug Motivation to me, but bigger impact was definitely 50's.
50. What'd you say, Killer?
I think that.
Plus, with the beef he had,
I
he
think-
came
I
in
think
with the
that
beef, though.
I think that Jeezy
He
is
still got the beat.
national.
But
50 Cent.
was global.
Joe, 50 came in
So
with the beef,
impact
though.
has to go to 50 because it was global.
Right.
This nigga's first hit single, bro, that he dropped was a diss track. I don't even think that's ever been done or talked about enough. Like, we're talking about your literal hit song that we're singing on the radio, mainstream, in the club, talking is a diss song, my nigga.
Yeah. That's crazy.
That's your global introduction.
crazy.
That's
He destroyed a man's career with that.
that's
You know
when
what I
you,
mean?
that's a different type of
Yeah.
that's a different type of impact for sure.
Yeah, that was.
All right, we got two more.
You come in the door just shooting the nigga. Like, as soon as you come in the fucking, it ain't no handshakes.
Yeah.
To meet you.
Big law, by the way.
Nigga, as soon as I come in,
Robert Greene wrote a book.
Yeah,
He wrote a book.
and the top
following-
nigga on the shit though. What like you got
Yeah.
the nigga on the side, nigga.
Yeah. He had all the tags.
What'd you say?
Wait, the
That's hard
Robert
to
Greene
top
book,
right
the
there.
50th
Yeah,
law.
the 50, he had 48 laws of
I think
power.
it suggests a
Way
lot
to
of
do
what
master
you just
right
said right there of what 50 was doing because it was recognized and wrote
Yeah.
about. You know what I mean? So I agree.
Yeah, because because it was Robert Greene had 48 laws of power. Then him and Robert Greene worked together to do 50 laws of
He was the
power.
example of
Right?
50
Yeah,
You come
laws.
for the crown, you
Let's
can't
see.
miss.
Let's
bro.
see. We said
Master P
Wayne
changed the
had a
whole
style
last.
everyone could get with, and
Yes, sir.
and Lil Bass says Master P changed the whole landscape of Southern hip hop. I have to
Facts.
agree.
Yep.
I have to
agree
agree.
100%.
I agree with everything.
But with that
Everything
being said, though, on this last one, we out of 50 Cent and Jeezy, what do y'all pick? We going on to the next one. Still tell us what y'all pick in the chat, please. The next one is we're gonna do Good Kid, Mad City, or Thug Motivation.
You said what?
Good Kid, Mad City. Kendrick.
Oh, Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Kendrick's first album, not other shit. His first album.
Oh, his first album was amazing. It was really amazing. But I'm more of a song guy on his album.
Another Dr. Dre.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
Yeah.
I ain't even noticed that. Let me see.
But
That's
not all the way, Dr. Dre.
Not
or else-
yet.
No,
Or else it would have went
Four.
That Good Kid,
Damn.
Mad City was
Not
Dr.
the
Dre.
whole thing.
No, not the whole thing, but a lot.
No, but that's
That's a Dr. Dre artist.
That's an executive produced by Dr. Dre.
It is.
That's
Definitely.
his print. That's his
Definitely.
I
print.
don't know if that.
The
Yeah.
first one?
No, that's a fact.
Yeah,
no, that's a fact. No, that's a
I don't
fact.
know about that.
No, that's a fact. I didn't even notice I had four
Yeah, no,
Dr.
Good Kid,
Dre
Mad City is a
artists
Dr. Dre
on here
imprint, bro.
that I didn't even notice.
That's TDE.
Just I was just thinking
that's
shit in
when-
my head.
That's when
TDE.
but that's when Dr.
It's not
Dre.
the
TDE is
same
the
as when
joint venture
the
with him.
doctor puts his hands on it.
That's
It
what
goes
he did.
global.
In Good Kid, Mad City,
He put his hands on
I
it.
don't
That is
think it
true,
went
though.
global.
That
went-
is true.
it
It
went
did.
pretty
It
fucking
did. It
big.
was impactful. But I will say this.
I
For
don't
me,
think it went global.
it brought the West Coast back.
For me,
Remember, the
it's a
West
good
Coast was
album.
quiet for a minute.
Yeah, they handed him the reins.
Yeah.
You know what? So
But it's not. It's not. To me, I think that.
I don't think so either.
I think Jeezy's impact
because let's
For a
let's,
rookie. Yeah.
for a rookie
I
album.
keep saying. I say
Yeah,
it's some great ass music though.
Yeah.
but it didn't do more.
And he didn't have a big
Can I
producer
throw
behind him
a
either.
couple out there?
no, let him finish first.
Okay. you
Okay,
said that
one
was
more.
the
I got
last
one more.
And then we
One
can-
more.
I thought you said. I thought
Then
you
we
said
can
the
put our 2 cents in.
Yeah. So y'all picking Jeezy over Good Kid, Mad City.
Yes,
The last one is Reasonable Doubt.
But impact.
reasonable doubt.
Yeah. Last one will be Reasonable Doubt, Jay-Z.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I mean,
What you said?
Out of
Reasonable
taste.
Doubt, Daisy? Oh, no,
Out of
it's
last
still,
one.
it's still.
still,
It ain't Jay Z.
well, yeah, it would be.
Jay-Z-
No, we're not doing. So we're not doing necessarily errors. We're just doing rookie
Yeah.
albums.
Jay Z's album Reasonable Doubt didn't catch on until after.
Yeah, rookie album impact. Yeah, it doesn't matter the era.
So even Jay Z attests to exactly what I remember it being. Jay Z's Reasonable Doubt album, as dope as it is, didn't become dope until his second album.
Yes,
So
correct.
when his second album came back, it forced niggas to be like, "Oh, this ain't his first
What
album."
was his second album?
His second
Was
album
it-
had
it
all
wasn't
the shit
Blueprint,
on
was
it.
it
Song
Blueprint?
Cry.
That had
Was
imaginary.
it the
That
first
had
Blueprint?
imaginary player. That had
Song Cry.
Song
And then
Cry.
Black
No,
The
no,
first
that was
Blueprint.
Song Cry was Blueprint.
No, because he did Blueprint 1, 2, and 3. And
Yeah.
then the Black
So
Album.
it was called Lifestyle. It was in my lifetime.
Yeah.
In
my lifetime.
In my lifetime was the
In my
second
lifetime
album.
was Sean
It's
Carter.
the one that had imaginary
Like,
player.
Sean Carter, yeah.
Yeah,
and it Hard Knock Life on
had
it, I
all
believe,
of
too.
that. No, Hard Knock Life was Blueprint.
Blueprint. Yeah.
Okay.
So, but this one
So
had.
maybe it didn't. So maybe those other 2 albums didn't become relevant.
No.
like
In
that
my
until
life,
the Blueprint.
No.
Because the
Blueprint
was
is
the
when
one.
pushed him to global stuff. In My Lifetime was a huge album, y'all. Y'all got to remember a lot of the songs on there. We're talking about again.
Lil Bad says.
What's that song that he had
is-
with Foxy Brown? Whatever that song that hit was with Foxy Brown, that was on that album. That song that he had about the Mace, Imaginary Player, that was on that album. That song that he had with Kelly Price, that was on that album.
On the second album? This is all the second
This is all
album?
this
Okay.
is all In My Lifetime. He had some bigger songs on there that I'm mad I can't even remember right now. He had I believe Streets is Watching was on that one, and then he made the Streets is Watching movie off of that song. So
Okay.
there is
The
a
Life and Times of
multitude
Sean
of songs that came on.
The
I
chat
know that
says-
because it came on after.
The chat says Lil Bad says Reasonable Doubt is mid for real.
Afterwards, facts. It did.
I actually
to me
like
came
it.
back out.
Pretty mid.
Yeah, it's
So
not.
here,
I
so
actually
look
liked
at
it.
there's an album I would mention. It just went off again too. It was Outkast. My fault.
No, but that was Outkast ATLians.
You're right.
That was ATLians. That was like their third album or something, maybe.
So let's say there's a few of them. So
We got something that's gonna pop up here on the screen.
there's a few of them.
But make it when you say their rookie album, not like their second album. Yeah, debut album.
I'm saying they're
So which one? No, that Kanye, that was his first one was College Dropout. That was the Graduation. What throw a couple? You said you were gonna throw a couple out there.
I was on throw and I forgot already, but I'll at least. But there's so many of them.
Okay, let's put
There's so
Outkast.
many of 'em. Hold on, I'll at least say this for the historians, okay, who really know, and y'all will know real shit, and y'all we can argue this real shit because you really got to know. Slick Rick,
Yes. Yes.
listen.
You guys.
Hey.
What was Run DMC's first album?
Hold on, Slick.
Something battered and something.
Whatever it was, Slick Rick's. I know I was introduced to Slick Rick. That's what started my love in a sense to be BPD, but Criminal Minded, another one. Another.
That's KRS-One, ain't it?
We're talking about debut albums.
Since we being old right now.
Being old, look, there go right there. There it is, right there. Slick Rick, right
Our
there.
age right now,
Right?
man.
NWA.
Hey, Doc, since we
Right?
showing our age,
Yeah,
Ice
y'all
Cube.
showing
that
your age.
UTFO
Ice Cube,
first album,
20
woo, Burden Man.
Yeah, that Black album was
He
hard.
said that was the Black album.
UTFO.
See, that's before my time.
Yeah, that is-
So UTFO was
yeah,
my
that's
time.
music.
that was my first rap.
Burden Man, them niggas called it STD. It's probably like 84.
Man, listen, man, we're talking about some real startup albums.
Yeah,
Startup
well.
album.
Let's
For
say
real.
debut. I mean, even something that y'all might know, of course, I thought was a huge impact was Kanye West.
The College Dropout.
College Dropout.
It was.
Let's take Twisted.
That's actually the only album.
Adrenaline Rush.
That
Nah, he was a
Mr.
passerby.
Mr. Tongue Twister.
He was a passerby. I think it was a great album, but I don't think he was a trendsetter. I don't think he was a trendsetter.
Twister?
Yeah, great, but don't.
Well,
But
that
he
was-
does- I know he
was
didn't.
his first
Who's
album? No.
Who's the best rapper out of Who's the best rapper out of Chicago?
That album was crazy.
Who's the best rapper out of Chicago?
Scarface first album.
Who
That was Mr. Scarface.
what was that
So
name?
look, I had that on here.
That was hard.
Hold on,
Smoking
real-
on hay
Ghetto Boys first album.
Oh,
in the middle of the bar.
look.
I forgot.
So look, listen,
Pusha
I had
Compton.
Scarface on here,
Yeah.
his first album, but I didn't think a lot of people knew it because his first album was called no, hell no. The World Is Mine. That's actually Scar, and that's when he was going. That's when he was going by Mr. Scarface as opposed to Scarface.
Okay.
But I was like, I don't think everybody's gonna really know when
I'm
walking down the block. Yeah,
Out
jumps. Yeah, so I was like, I didn't know if people knew that. So I was like, I changed it last minute. You know what I mean?
Pulls out a gun and shoots down all the fiends. And Mr. Scarface went up the block again.
That was the shit. I didn't think people.
All I have in this world, all I have.
Yeah. I took that off the last minute to
First
put
album,
this.
Soldier Story.
Apocalypse Now.
First album.
Apocalypse Now.
When the
That was
Foxhole's album was crazy.
that was the one, B. That was the one that was a great setup.
What was
That was a great setup.
what? Don't
Trapped.
Trapped.
Trap was my shit. Brenda's got a baby on that. All that shit.
Soldier Story.
No. That's the
Soldier
next
Story
one.
was on there.
Baby is on
on the next one.
the other one, not Apocalypse Now.
No way.
Two Apocalypse Now was the first one.
Tupac, my fault.
Yeah.
Tupacalypse Now.
Okay.
Brenda's Got a Baby was the next one.
next one.
Nah, Brenda's Out of Baby was on.
No, that was on
Now,
two. Yeah,
man.
sure was.
No, not
Sure
about
Oh, you
was.
right. My
Me.
fault. You right,
Yeah.
man. You got
No
me.
way.
No, it is.
Sure
You right.
was.
Soldier Story was on there, man.
You fucking right, man. You
Story
got me
was on
agreeing
there.
with you, and you was wrong.
man.
You right. You fucking right.
Soldier
Yeah.
Story was on there, but it's still not.
DMX's first album.
But
Done.
which one was his?
Done. It's over.
Yeah.
All right,
Hold
there,
on.
I'll stop right there.
Which one was his?
that
Blood
versus
on
Hell
my
and
eyes.
Blood
Or
Blood,
Blood,
Blood.
Flesh?
No.
Which one was the first one?
No, wait, no.
No.
What was the first one? The other one was the first one?
Yes.
They both was crazy. We're
They
not gonna
was.
act like
Because
they
he
wasn't
released them the
both
same
crazy.
year, didn't he?
Both years.
What was the first one called?
They were both
What, Blood of My Blood or Flesh of My Flesh?
No,
no, that was the second
Dark
one.
as
That was
Hell.
the red one. You're right. No, there was one before.
No, Depression was
The
way
first
gone.
Depression was after. Because DMX's first album was crazy.
It was unbelievable.
That was after too. Yeah.
That
But
The first one is.
the first one, because the
Oh,
red,
his first album is Dark and Hell is
that
Hot.
was crazy.
Yeah,
though.
it's dark.
Well,
The hell
that
is
was
hot.
just as crazy. It's almost a tie between them two in that year.
And that was 98. No, he
crazy.
released the same. He released the same year.
98 was a
He went
crazy
platinum both,
time
with
for
both albums. He
music,
sold
bro.
10 million
I was
with both
crazy
albums,
time.
bro.
You know,
That
it was crazy. I was
unheard of,
actually in
nigga.
jail and was
Back
I
then.
seen it from
Tupac
jail.
way.
No, he
I was
didn't.
shit, man.
I was
It
in
was a
jail.
crazy time in music right there.
10 million on
Fuck
two
yeah.
albums released, not a double, dude.
In the same year.
Same year, got 10 million in 2 years.
Who did
in
that?
1 year with two albums.
DMX.
DMX.
He released Dark.
He released
Dark is Dark and Hell is Hot,
Hell
and
is
then
Hot.
Blood of My Blood
6
and Flesh
months
of My
later,
Flesh.
if not, or 3 months later, dropped Flesh of My Flesh. 10 million, nigga, in that year. Boom, boom, nigga. Killed the game, nigga.
Damn.
You talk about it.
Also, look, so that one,
Yeah, no
that one
bullshit.
that one
Real
sold
shit.
4 million, and it had songs like "Get at Me, Dog," "Rough
Oh,
Riders
they went
Anthem,"
crazy, bro.
"Stop Being Greedy," "How's It Going Down." Hold on, that ain't "How's It Going Down" was on his first album.
Yeah, that first album was
I
crazy.
didn't know
Yes,
"How's
first
It
album
Going
was-
Down"
that
was
first
on that
album was
first
bananas.
album.
That first one was nuts.
That first
It was
album was
absolutely
nuts.
It was
But there's
amazing.
a bunch of them though. I mean, I'm not sure if we could really decide on like who's, but there's just good music. I mean, that type shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I just thought that would
What
be
y'all
a good.
listening to these days?
That was a good one.
I listen to a lot of Mozzie.
I listen to AR music
Yeah.
for sure. I
You-
just
you
rocking it on the way over.
Okay.
UGK make a remake 50s version. Fire.
Yeah.
Hold on, what? You say
See,
you
like
just listen to
1950s,
AI?
Are you
1960s
serious?
UGK
You don't know
type
nothing
AI
about this?
shit. Is that
Soul
what you're saying?
Saturations. Look up that Soul Saturations. It's AI music. Like amazing, bro.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And and they'll just take an old song like whoever you name an old artist, any old song, whatever you name it, and they'll give it to AI and tell it to do a cover, but make
know
it
how
in
I'm listening
make
to
it
right
in
now?
an R&B version. So they'll take a hip hop song and turn it into R&B, and it's the most amazing shit in the world.
I'm listening to Young Rado.
It's crazy.
Shout out to Young Rado.
Mhm.
Rollo, the dude that just got out of jail.
about little Marcus, nigga? She done kissed Marcus, nigga. What?
You heard that?
You don't know
Word
little young Rotto?
Nah.
Young Rotto going crazy right now, bro.
Who's
Real
that?
Shit, and right in front of our eyes, too. Little fifth grader
Right.
dropped a little hit. Y'all cut it out.
I ain't heard it.
Oh, yeah. Man, he going
See, this shit that
crazy
the
right
DJs
now.
need to know.
Man,
This shit the
man,
DJs need
that's
to know.
crazy. He
Shit.
going crazy. It was so dope is because it's really organic, right? In a sense, because you could see it in real time. The post growing, where he's getting love. His whole school knows it. When like his family knows it, and if he goes on the block, like you see, because you're able to see people's livelihood right now. So he's killing right now. Y'all heard it.
Was
I
it
know
Little
y'all heard
Rollo?
it. Oh, I'm about to play
I
it
ain't
real
heard
quick.
I ain't heard it all.
Yes, y'all heard Young Rotto, man. He's the
Hey, it
hottest
sucks.
thing
I'm still
coming,
listening.
man.
I'm still listening to old school music. I'm still.
Yeah, what y'all listening to?
I'm
man?
still playing Dave Hollister.
Dave Hollister.
Yeah, I'm
crazy.
still playing.
Who was you
First he,
Yeah,
first he on. First
I don't know.
he
I
on the
listen,
bu-
I listen to
first
more
he on
R&B
the-
than I do
well,
rap
now
right
he
now.
listen to
The fact
Dave
you brought up
Hollister.
Dave Hollister.
I listen to more
which-
R&B than
which is
rap right now.
Which is crazy. Okay, hold on. Who was it? We just seen. Hold on.
Do y'all know who that
I
was
think it
on?
was Danny Boy. I don't want to misquote it. We're talking about like last about 2 weeks. They were talking about artists, and then somebody said Dave Hollister, and he was like, "Oh, who that pedophile?"
Oh shit.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
I don't know nothing about all
Maybe
that.
that's true, but
I
we
just
can-
know
can
about
figure
his
that out.
music, brother.
I can Google that too.
I just know about his music because you know that's Dave Hollister on "Keep Your Head Up," the Pac song.
That's
Nah, I
that's
didn't
Dave
know that.
Hollister.
That's
on
Dave Hollister,
I know
right?
that. For real?
Brother's Got a Baby.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
No way, for real?
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Yes, it
no.
is.
Hell
No
no.
way. That is Casey.
Dave Hollister
that
is
is
on
JoJo.
"Keep Your Head Up."
It's not.
That
No,
is
it's not.
JoJo.
Google it. Google it. Because Dave Hollister came in on Brenda's Got a Baby, and he did it so good that he brought her back for Dear Mama. Nigga, don't do this with me, nigga.
Not Dear Mama.
Yeah, and Dear Mama.
We talking about Brenda.
No, not Dear Mama. Is "Keep Your Head Up."
Dave Hollister was on all of them. Oh, keep your head up. Yeah.
Keep Your Head Up.
Keep your head up.
Who was on
And
Brenda's
Brenda's Got a
Casey.
Baby.
I mean,
No, it wasn't KC.
yeah, it is.
It wasn't.
Before they even
Tell you it was Dave
before they
Hollister,
even,
bro. Tell you
Before
it
they
was
was
Dave
known.
Hollister.
Before they was Jodeci. Really?
Dave
No,
Hollister.
that was Jodeci before.
What's the well, yeah, during the same, around the same time.
So I would expect I'd have known it.
You never heard that?
Mm-mm.
Even here? Look,
Oh
look,
damn!
look,
They
look.
know that shit. They over there. They know that shit.
Even out here though.
Yeah.
Oh, they know that shit.
Oh, he's
A
going
fifth
crazy
grader?
right now.
Wait.
Oh yeah, he's not lying.
Yeah, man.
What's Gray Fox? What is it? Gray Fox? Gray Wolf.
Gray Wolf, baby.
Gray Wolf. Gray Wolf. That's what they call Tux.
Music shit with me, huh?
Gray Wolf.
You a fox.
You try to do this music shit with me, huh?
Gray Wolf.
Do this music shit with
He
me.
sa- it says yes, R&B singer Dave It says Dave Hollister provided background vocals on Tupac Shakur's song "Brenda's Got a Baby," along vocals with Ranice Levius.
It's not
whatever
Danny
the fuck.
Boy on Keep Your Head Up. Little bad, go
Who
home.
said that? That is
Go to
definitely not
bed.
Danny Boy. That is Dave Hollister, nigga.
Go to bed.
You crazy as hell.
He wasn't there until the second album, till with Me Against the World. No, not Me Against the
No,
World.
he wasn't there until he
was,
got with
the
Dre.
double
With
album.
yeah, All Eyes on Me.
All Eyes on Me.
Yeah, Danny Boy wasn't there until All Eyes on Me.
Yeah. With his gay ass.
Yeah, then a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Nothing to the gay community.
Yeah, nothing to the gay community.
Nothing to the gay community.
Who'd he say took his virginity? Wait, it was a girl though. No, he said
A singer.
it was a singer. Was it Michelle?
It might have been one of the singers though. I don't think it was Michelle.
Nah,
Because Michelle was dealing with Suge and Dre then. She was.
Nah, he said Mary J. Blige. I think it was Mary J. Blige. I'm gonna say it. Mary J. Blige took Danny Boy's virginity. We said it right here on the podcast. Y'all better look it up.
on our way right now.
Hey, before we close it out, we're gonna go through everybody to ask everybody see what it is they got going on. I really want to hear what Doc got going on because this nigga, you know, we don't ever see him like what you call him. What you? Yeah, like an urban myth. Like you don't really see this nigga. Yeah, I really want to know what Doc got going on.
No, it's not very exciting, you know. It really isn't, you know. It's more of me, you know, giving back to my family. You know, in my run, it took a lot of time away from me. It took a lot of, you know, sacrifice in a sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think you have to. I think it's relevant, you know, the sacrifice and the success. But and in turn of that, you come back and the dust settles and you realize the holes, you know what I'm saying, that of your tutelage is missing, or, you know, my son, dude, he's doing great. Found him a BT, but you know,
You're stupid.
Yeah, but
just because I know you, I know exactly.
You know exactly what I'm talking about. And it's been exactly the problem the whole time. But long story short, my thing is that it's not that, but it is the holes. It's the holes in my in family and that I had to patch the time. You know what I'm saying? I had to get back, and I'm blessed to be able to have been able to do that. You know what I mean? But so my day is consistent trading, bro. I've been trading for a long time, man. I love it. I really love it. And it's just something I do.
Doc's one of the smartest motherfuckers
man.
running around this city.
Hey, so don't
give him hold on real quick.
Are you still out fishing on that little boat?
I got my fishing poles in my truck, swear to God.
Hey, real quick, Tux, because I know this is your nigga. I know you know him.
Yeah, you know.
I got my first documents from y'all too.
You better believe it.
Hey, listen.
You better
So
believe it.
look though, can you give him a rundown of who Doc is for those that don't know who Doc is without saying too much? You feel what I'm saying?
You can say whatever you want
without saying too much.
But the reason why I can't say so much because look out for we're gonna start filming the Prop Docs documentary because you already gave me the rights to that too as well. So we'll have the Prop Docs documentary. Oh no, that's real.
I think it's very interesting.
We're in Colorado in a verbal contract.
In a verbal contract stance. So I got the rights to the Prop Docs documentary. The story.
But I won't skip to hear
the story of Ernest Moore.
No, who this is? This thing is
the legend of Ernest Moore. And
Just started at this prop.
no. It won't stop.
we ain't gonna go too long into it. We ain't gonna go deep into it.
Just to keep it brief. Is Doc is somebody who found in the hood a gray area which was so genius that he made meal tickets in M's. We're talking about M's, family. Cash M's, undocumented M's in the hood, okay? In a hood lifestyle with a hood business. And it was just a pleasure to see it grow, build, maturate, see the lessons, see the ups, the downs, and knowing how good of a person you are and where you built it from your heart in that regard.
Facts
is a story to be told. I'm gonna be honored to tell that story, because all of us who even aspire to be somebody, aspire to be a business owner, aspire to actually be able to break these types of grounds. This is something that we would have been happy and would have been proud to even achieve.
Big facts.
Part of
Big facts.
Real shit. And we're talking about M's within a couple years, bro.
Yeah.
And
This nigga just kept going up.
And it's a beautiful sight. So again, that's kudos again, man. Let me put the mic down.
He was on a one-way escalator. For real. My nigga was on a one-way escalator. Just because we didn't go dig deep into it, we'll tell Cook off camera.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. We can, but I don't want to give. We're gonna save it for the documentary. We'll save it. We'll save a lot of this for the documentary.
We'll tell.
We'll talk about it after off camera.
Let's say this: people who decide to misuse my product, I'm sure they help their life. They help
Your
their
microphone.
life a lot,
The mic.
Oh, yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
My bad, man. You just getting on the stage again. But I think there were people who misused my products, right? And I think that it benefited them. It helped them in ways that I think those products probably could at that time.
You got a lot of people rich.
Indeed,
And,
indeed.
yeah.
And shout out what we used to call him. That is Doc, the Woo Master. And what we would say at Prop Docs, if there's a woo, there's a way. There's a woo.
Hey, nah, I'm pretty sure a lot of people that's even listening, that's seen, y'all have dealt with Doc in third party for sure.
Listen,
It's facts. You dealt with Doc in third party.
I'm gonna say this right now. half them bitches with them asses and them BBLs. Huh?
Yes, sir.
All them bodies and them mommy tucks and them mommy surgery.
Yes, sir.
Docs,
Yeah, I was a booty financer.
houses, cars, lifestyle changes, real deal lifestyle changes.
Nah.
But we'll get into that. We'll talk.
Yeah,
and
it's a great
again,
It's a great story,
It's a
man.
great
It's a great
story. It to me, it is the epitome of an American dream, an American
Amen.
story,
Fuck
an
yeah.
American like triumph, because it's literally built upon the capitalism in
Yes, sir.
that for sure.
Yes, sir. And the holes that they leave for us to
1000%.
take advantage of.
Opportunity.
And it's crazy. I forgot
Yeah,
about
opportunity.
fucking Cash Fiends and all that. With this nigga,
Cash Addict.
this nigga's one of the dopest
One of the
fucking
dopest
producers
Ever.
in Colorado.
Amen.
I,
Thank you,
that's why I was like,
Thank you.
oh, hold on. And I asked the question, and then it hit me like,
And
who
got
the fuck did I
placements.
just say that to?
We
Yeah.
got placements
Oh, yeah.
for what? The Game? What you got? Snoop?
Game,
What
Snoop.
you got? What
I
you
got
Come on.
DMX.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
like,
Speaking of
we
which,
got DMX
Yeah.
first out the crib.
I got old school. Who we got? What's the
Yeah.
West Coast cat's name? Looney. We got a few people,
There's
man.
been a few. There's been
We got a
that
few
came
people. Yeah,
across,
quite a
so.
few.
Cowboy Cook, man, what you got going on? A lot, I already know.
I mean, we stay busy, but working on another property, hopefully a nightclub here soon. We're negotiating right now, so hopefully
That's
in the
what's
next
up.
3
That's
months or
what's
so, we see something else for our community. For sure.
Hold on, let's do that too, man. I gotta give a clap up to that. It's been done with integrity and respect. You know what I mean? And that's even the reason why you're even at this table. As you see,
appreciate it.
this table is definitely built upon that foundation, and you exude that. So when you make moves and you make accomplishments, man, that's a real something that we cheer for genuinely. Real talk.
Appreciate
Real
it,
talk. Real shit.
Killer, what you got? It's me, you know me, man. Same old shit. Day party after day party after day party. I'm also in the projects of trying to look for a space. You know what I mean, for either a bar, nightclub, hookah lounge, something. We me and a couple of my business partners is looking for some shit to try to bring something different. You know what I mean? Just working with a lot of people, man. But for now, day party after day party, June 28th, cancer party. Tuck's gonna be there. Hold on, my fault. The Gray Wolf is gonna be there. Wolf Gray, my fault. Wolf Gray is gonna be there.
I'm in my eldership, baby.
He gon'
my eldership.
He gonna be there playing dominoes, man. If y'all want to come challenge this motherfucking ass, come up here and challenge him for the dominoes.
Cut it out.
Still can't get up on the big dog.
It sounds good. You ain't came over this way in a while. You ain't crossed these paths, right? But
hold on, no.
I will say this to you, Bob. Those real shit. You have become the day party Don. Shout out to you, man. Real
Appreciate
talk.
you.
Real shit. You become the day party Don. And
Appreciate
what I
it.
mean by that too, man, is you know, at least talking to folks and understanding the climate is, you know, one of the best things that especially in Colorado is being able to know when a promoter throws something or has an event, you feel safe because that person is actually doing it, right? Is behind it, right? When I see a Cook or a Squizzy event, I know I'm good there. My money's
Yeah,
good there.
hell yeah,
When I
facts.
see a day party by Bob, it's all crosses. I know I'm good there. I know the situation is good there. So kudos to you for creating that environment, because that's probably the hardest thing to do
Appreciate
within
it.
our community. You're
Right on,
becoming
right on.
the male
Right on.
Sonya police.
Right
And
on.
that's a good thing. Shout out to Sonya police.
Right on the song. Hey, also in the meantime, though, we also pushing my nigga Young Filthy, man. Make sure y'all check him out on all platforms, man. We pushing Young Filthy, Hyena Music, man. We got all the good shit coming. We got different shows, different features, everything. Make sure y'all tune in to Young motherfucking Filthy.
Indeed. Facts.
Wow. What am I doing?
Don't incriminate yourself.
Those days are over, so I won't be doing any of that. But I'm actually getting courted to be a certain rapper's manager.
Nigga, who?
Okay. Getting back in the game. I love that.
No reveal yet?
We gotta wait till the sign and see.
Okay.
We talking about it.
I love that.
Mr. McAdoo
I love that.
wants me to give him a little.
Shout out McAdoo. We was just with McAdoo all weekend.
Real talk.
Yeah, we was with McAdoo all weekend, man. We already.
Doing,
That's my guy.
Drip Factory, steady growing. If you haven't came through yet,
Private boutique by appointment only.
Yes.
Y'all seen me post about it. Go ahead.
Yes, sir.
yeah, so I'm doing that, and I'm trying to save the world.
Damn, Craig. We need to hear that story. This actually is a good story. I'm sorry we keeping y'all too long, but you got to hear. This is a great story. Nah.
Yeah, it does. It tells
my evolution.
We need more of it.
Yes, we do. The story is, so I was going to go pick my big head son up.
Shout out to Big Head Son.
Yes.
The athlete, though. That's an athlete. All your kids is athletes, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They all got talent.
Mm-hmm.
So I was going to pick him up, turning off a first.
We don't got to say areas.
First in Nevada. Police
By the golf course over there.
Right
Common
golf course
grounds.
over there. So right before I pull up to the golf course, 2 golf carts come speeding up out that motherfucker. I look, it's got to be like a 9-year-old and an 11-year-old. I damn near hit the 9-year-old because he can't drive yet. He's scared to death. Don't know how to wiggle this thing. So I went around him and I seen it was 2 kids. Bust the corner, pulled back up on him. I'm like, hey man, you little niggas trying to go to jail? Take these motherfucking golf carts back. Y'all going to jail. Y'all better quit playing around.
Hey, man.
All right, OG, we gonna take it back. Tried to shake me in the neighborhood. No, the neighborhood. So by that time, I got a little irritated, so I keep chasing them down. Now I see, I passed a little park, and I see 1 golf cart down.
Oh,
So
shit.
that means it
The other one.
So I'm chasing him down, and he hit the other one, and I see him on foot. Like, didn't I tell y'all little niggas take them back? Where your mom at? Where's your mama right now?
He on their ass, yeah.
You needed to take them back. They needed, to me, I felt like they needed to learn a lesson. 9 and 11 years old, right?
Mhm.
So,
All right, Jack.
one day people pull up, I'm on their ass, like, oh, what happened, OG? I tell him what happened. Then the father comes, he's like, oh man, thank you, OG, for bringing them. Yeah, but you need to teach them, so you need to make them take these golf carts back around there.
Mm-hmm.
So we go around to where the park was, where the other abandoned golf cart is, and 2 more black brothers pulled up. One of them got a PGA shirt on. The damn
He
golf carts
clearly golfing.
got cameras and GPS, so they didn't pull it up. But now it's 1, 2, 3, 5 black men and 2 youngsters.
Yes,
You know
sir.
what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So it
And
just
all of
felt
y'all were
good
telling
to
them the
see,
right thing.
trying to tell them
Yeah.
the right thing,
Love
teach
that.
them the right thing, and get them in the right.
And you initiated that, man. Kudos to you.
Yes,
man.
sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, for real. That's what we kind of need.
Because I might have been like, how much you want for
Not,
mine?
yeah. You'd have been cheering them on, like, go over here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
gonna paint that.
Which I get it.
We definitely need that.
Because, you know, and again, kudos to that evolution. But it does take a village, man.
Changes in the community. As far as thinking, like Doc said, making excuses and giving certain agendas that's more, they
Destructive.
can do more damage
Mhm.
as far as
Perception.
perception.
Yeah.
Like, that's, to me, I'm thinking, well, let me get these little niggas before the police do.
Yeah, hell
Yes, sir.
yeah.
Before the police
Yeah.
do.
Yes, sir.
Ain't no telling what they might do.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
No, because as a kid, I got caught stealing. My mom caught me stealing. Me and my brother caught us stealing, right? And she took us to give that shit back. Until this day, I would rather shoot a nigga, stab a nigga, fight a nigga before I steal something.
Amen.
I'm terrified of stealing.
Amen. Amen.
From that experience, I'm terrified of
And I'm
stealing.
sure
perfect.
it's less of the punishment, but more of the disappointment you felt from moms. And fair to say.
Yeah, yeah.
You know
I
what
think
mean?
it all
Especially
plays
for-
in there.
for a
Yeah.
young man and his moms.
Embarrassment. Mhm.
Yeah, all that. So I'm
Right.
terrified of stealing.
Valid.
That's what's up, man. Kudos.
I'm doing a lot of things. I'm doing FRESHIER every other
On our network.
our network.
Indeed.
You know, with,
Amen.
with my newfound brothers and old brothers. And,
Yeah.
you know,
We missing one, man. Squizzy, man. Shout out to Squizzy. He at the juvenile concert right now. He DJ at the juvenile concert right now, man. So shout out to Squizzy, of course, all the time.
That's crazy. They ain't even come up in that conversation of music because they was a beast.
We
Yeah.
should have did
You
that.
know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
we'll do it again. We do it again.
Nah, we're gonna do music.
do
We'll do
producers
music
next.
and local producers. But don't. No, you know, we just talk about some more producers. Real shit.
What you got?
At least for myself, man. Mine's a little bit different. Like I at least want to give light to maybe something that maybe other folks was dealing with too as well, because I've come to conversations and with other brothers as well at my same age and actually older. Actually, a lot of the brothers have been a little bit older. But for me personally, I want to say what I got going on is so I learned a new term. A new term. It was called metanoia, metanoia. And what metanoia is the process where like a change comes. So basically, metanoia is the process where the caterpillar is in the actual cocoon, not the full metamorphosis process, but the process where it's actually in the cocoon, making that adjustment and change before it comes out to what it's going to be, before the metamorphosis is complete. For me personally, that fit exactly where I feel like I am, right? In a metanoia right now.
Really? Right now? You feel like like
I'm excited to see where I'm gonna come out at.
You're in the process
because it's gonna be so beautiful and so grand. Real talk in the process that I'm in.
Okay.
And it did take a time where, let's use the cocoon, to where even entering the cocoon, there was a lot of darkness and there was no seeing light, right? Until you start growing and you start peering that little bit of light out, right? So I've been going through that, right? And we're talking about a real like super dark place, right? And a place at first, if I experienced it and when I went through it, while I was going through it, I would never wish this on you guys at all. If you guys haven't went through it, right? But if you haven't went through it and coming on the outside, I would only hope that you guys go through it, even though it's almost going through like a fire or forging to make the steel as pristine and as best in its, you know what I mean? And the phoenix, the ashes, all of those little parables you could use. And so I just want to say I'm on the good side of this metanoia. I'm excited about where it's going to take me, where I'm going to come out to is that. So I just want to at least say I feel good about that, where I'm at in space. I'm back reading books again. I'm back in a whole nother space on being very intentional on who I am, what I am, purpose, what my daily intent, and all the way to just the minute atomic habits, right? So, well,
I've been using it a lot
and you
lately
have
too.
to be when you're only regulated to what's important, which is only your time and your energy. I think it's you're only doing yourself justice if you're being intentional on what you put your time into and what your energy into. Right?
Definitely, facts.
And what results, being intentional on what those results really are.
Facts.
So that's where I'm at. You know what I mean, in that situation. Of course, support our network, support Black media, support any type of entrepreneurialism. It's a tough time out there, real shit. Just to be, because I've been really talking to folks in this space, and it is a time to really, if we want to bring it real full circle, to where it is a time for community to really each one teach one. Like you said, it takes a village, to where we are actually really making a real intentional effort to even work with each other, spend with each other, deal with each other, build the love, the trust, all those things that we touched on in this conversation, I think is very, very important. So with that being said, this is Fresh Air. You know what I mean? I'm Wolf Gray.
Right. That's what it is, man. Hey, we, like I said, we missing one, Squizzy, but we had a great guest in his presence. I mean, in his place.
Yes.
And man, y'all, I'm kind of mad that I forgot about Doc and his music his music IQ, man. For real. I'm kind of mad I forgot about that, but that goes to show about how far we actually really go back.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? I know y'all go back way before that, before the grades.
Yes, sir.
Can I let me say this though. What that goes to, you know what I mean, to, and this is what I learned too as well, is creative ingenuity, right? So say as a producer, you're at a high superior producer, right? You don't want to produce anymore. It's not producing anything outside of what you're doing.
He got something over there.
Hold on. Hear me what I'm saying. He wanted more, is what I'm saying. That's where prop docs came from. You see what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah.
And when you shut off and you have writer's block, where do you let this creative juice go? You got to be creative to let it out, the outlet, right? So on the back of my cards, I have, there's no problems, only creative solutions, right?
Yes, sir.
So it's pretty much on just really, if you're a natural creative and artist, figuring out where you can circumvent that energy and that flow, You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
To be creative and figuring out situations, being innovative,
Very resourceful,
having
yes.
ingenuity. You feel what I'm
Mhm.
saying?
Fuck yeah.
So
Oh,
again,
that goes with
shout out to
DJs
that.
too. Y'all got to do that shit constantly.
It's a
That part.
creation. Yes, I'm creating.
Yeah, that goes constantly. Hey man, that's you know where we at. Fresh air. Make sure y'all tune motherfucking in, macking in, whatever day. I
We got
don't
too
know
many
which
shows
days.
about to start
Macking
beginning
in,
again,
but
bro.
but that's the main one that's on here that we always see. We're gonna always see some motherfucking macking in. Make sure y'all mack in with G6 and make sure y'all hit the motherfucking Drip Factory. Make sure y'all hit the R Network. Shit, I don't know. Maybe Doc gonna be giving some trading classes. You know what I mean?
We got to talk about that.
I would love to see more of it. Yeah, absolutely.
We actually will. We actually are.
And you already know where Cook gonna be.
2 people showed
No,
up.
I got this.
Yeah.
We'll bring the people.
Okay.
You already know where Cook gonna be.
We got
Cook gonna be everywhere it's hot. So you know what I mean? Just make sure y'all stay tuned in, man.
Make sure.
This
Oh
is-
wait, it feels like Dre, right? Come on now.
2 weeks away, man.
2
We
weeks
gonna have a good
away.
time, man. We're bringing out all the bad
2
ones.
weeks away.
Indeed, all the bitches gonna be there.
That garbage can just
Don't worry about the music. All right? Okay. They gonna be there. All right?
It feels like Dre.
But you know what? I wasn't even fair to it. Now I hear a couple songs have been playing, and I'm like,
It ain't
I guess
too
it wasn't
bad.
as bad.
Now you Joe Budden, huh?
Nah.
Now you Joe
I've heard
Budden.
it like 7 times now. So you got radio played, man. I was like, oh.
We out of here, man. Fresh air, man.
Fresh
Y'all
air.
we gonna have merch and all this. We just getting started, y'all. Just to be 1,000 with you, we just getting started. This is literally preseason for us because it's time. We're gonna take this up a notch. I like where it's going.
Yeah,
Indeed.
facts. 100.
Audi 5000.
Oh, that nigga went old school. Audi.